If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They
don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that last thing you said when I had my headphones on. What were you saying to me? You felt lectury.
I said 10-9 wouldn't have been so bad, huh? 10-9 win.
What was it, 10-9? They lost.
Yeah, that's
never
what I'm saying.
accounted for that, did you?
No.
Never accounted
No.
for that, did you?
No, I said just get a win. That's all I cared
That's the
about.
same thing Solana tried to trick me with. He goes,
I told you that before the game, though,
I'm
not after.
I'm like, how come when we ever do these, we don't think about the idea that they might lose the ugly game?
I didn't say. I said, I don't care how you win, just win. You're like, no, I want them to look like you could tell early on they weren't going to be electric.
Nope.
But-
It didn't look too. You got Jonnu Smith going a little bit.
But here's the
bit.
Here's the problem. The problem with this team when Tua is not in, right, is the field shrinks. So you got everybody within 20 yards of the line of scrimmage.
You know what would be nice?
What?
If they would stop turning the football over.
Yeah, those are
That
anomalies.
would be nice.
With two guys who don't normally turn it over.
Great. Not the time for anomalies, dude. Bless you. You're right. You got like some allergies going today or something.
Yeah.
You got the nervous sneezes.
I'm getting nervous.
Okay. But seriously, dude, like, what the hell was that? I mean, like,
listen, you only had to watch it once.
old reliable hands.
You only had to watch it
What does
once.
that mean?
I also had to watch the Cleveland game.
He had a bad weekend.
Well, I mean, like, he knows
Well, he would rather listen, Vlad. I'm gonna be fair to you. He would rather lose the way the Jets are losing.
No,
the-
we talked
the
about
Jets
this.
were
remember?
awful.
We
Like,
talked about this last week. He would rather a 35-31 loss
Yeah, but I think the
than
team,
a 10-0 victory.
The key word there is loss.
the team you're looking for is like the Vikings. That's the team you're looking for.
or
But they were
Detroit.
undefeated.
or
The
Detroit.
Jets were god awful yesterday.
Yes.
God awful. And by the way, I mean, count your days, Garrett Wilson. Trust me, dude.
He can't. What does he do? He can't catch.
Dog, right off his chest in the interception. 15-6, and then
He-
they give up 31 points on that.
You made Mr. Unlimited look like it was Seattle. It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Terrible weekend.
except for the Canes. Oh,
Hey.
the Canes.
They bring us joy.
They bring us joy.
You know, one way or another, they're gonna score a lot of points. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Defense is kind of
Defense is a hot mess right now.
Secondary.
Secondary.
Secondary is. That front line's good.
yeah,
Okay,
but they secondary is
so
not.
so
Who cares? Like,
Here-
you want to know what I s- you want to know what the thing with college football that sucks?
what?
And this is what, like, you always say, enjoy the ride.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're not we all, if you're a Canes fan
No,
right now,
wait. I'm not-
who cares they're not a perfect team? They are somewhere they have not been in 7 years.
Wait.
And
I-
Leroy, they have the best quarterback in the game. And then the run game, dude. They
Yes,
ran
wait.
like men.
Can I just say this? You're making it sound like I'm complaining about the team.
Well, the 1st
We're
thing we
just
do,
really-
the first
we're
thing we
just
do is
really giving some observations.
nah.
That's
The
it.
first thing you do is say, "Oh, defense."
But
Ugh.
Tobin,
Who
it-
cares?
No,
it-
because
you
we were
do
talking
have to
about
care,
scoring a
Tobin.
lot of points. We were talking about winning, exciting, and having a sign offense and winning games. And I'm like,
First of all, the defense scored a touchdown. Second of all, they gave up a kickoff return touchdown.
Okay.
Then
So
they had a
gave
bad
up
fumble.
They gave up all right.
There's
They-
questions. There's
They
questions.
still gave up 38 points.
Dude, doesn't matter though.
Listen,
we got
It
Cam
does
Ward.
matter. What happens with the day? What happens the day when your offense doesn't score those points?
Vlad. Let me explain something to you, my friend. I was the Miami Hurricanes when I was in Minnesota.
Oh my!
The exact story. The exact story.
You're like the
I'm
ghost
just
of
saying-
Christmas past, like trying
I'm not. I'm just saying, dude, you can't. At some point, you're gonna have to stop a team scoring 30 plus.
dude.
Okay.
Facts.
Fine.
Okay.
Whatevs.
Okay.
7-0.
Okay. And see,
Best show
here,
in-
wait. And here, Vlad, here's why I'm confused by this man.
Because you're confused. I'm befuddled.
Because wait, last week I said these exact words. Get a win. I don't care how it looks. And he's like, I want it to be exciting. I want it to be exciting.
Right.
So today I say, hey, the Canes are explosive and exciting, but the defense can't keep
you
giving
sound
up.
like a hypocrite.
No, you do.
You do.
You're a hypocrite, Tobin.
How am
You
I a
are.
hypocrite? He's the one who says get wins at all costs, and now he's bitching about the win.
No.
I'm gonna tell you why you're a
You
hypocrite.
misunderstand what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
You
got everything,
you're
dude. This
going to
happens
be
all
a-
the time with college football. First of all, it's a rigged system. It's all for the SEC. It's all for the SEC. It's a rigged system, unless you cheat. It's a rigged system.
Wait a minute. So
unless you cheat.
unless
It's a rigged
wait,
system.
So if Miami doesn't win,
I didn't mention it once last year. I didn't mention the cheating once.
wait,
I didn't get you on about the
let's
cheating
talk
once.
about- wait,
And one
you're off topic. You're off
finally,
topic.
no.
You're off topic.
You're lashing
You're
out,
off
dude.
topic.
You're
You see how-
lashing out.
look, hey, come on.
What?
Come on.
What?
You're off topic.
No. You're off topic.
All we said.
You're off topic.
This is all we said about the Canes. They are awesome. Okay, don't mix my words up. They're fun to watch, or whatever. But I'm saying this: you can't keep giving up 30 plus, no matter how exciting it is.
It's so fun.
It's only
Do you want
fun
to win or
'cause
you want to have
win.
fun?
We got a cupcake this week.
Do you want to
win?
win? Do you want to win or do you want to have fun?
Right now, I'm having both.
That's not.
And everybody's really mad because they think it's rigged. For
So
the
you
Canes.
want to have fun.
I
You want
do.
to have fun.
I
You don't
do.
care about winning.
Well, it is what
I
it is.
care about
though.
winning.
But the team is what it is.
Okay, so all right.
Okay, so no, you say the team is what it is, right?
Right.
So
You
if
can't be
they-
perfect everywhere.
No, I'm not
But
saying
if they
that.
lose,
Mhm.
giving up 35 points, if
Mhm.
they lose a game 35-17 or 35-24, they are who they are.
But
right?
here's the thing.
You're not going to be
But,
upset
but
with
that was more of a game because of turnovers and special teams than it was the defense.
But it's been like this the last 3 weeks, though.
I understand that. I understand that.
Th-
They have a big flaw. They give up way too many chunk plays, especially in the secondary.
Woo! Chunk plays.
Chunk plays.
They need a new.
But I don't care.
Wait.
You want to know who gets chunk plays? Cam Ward. Whenever he wants. And he doesn't get shaken.
Hey.
Dude, he's just.
Hey, Vlad, do you understand why sometimes it's
I
difficult
understand.
to
I understand.
like, but and if you say anything different than what Tobin is thinking, then you're a hater.
I'm having so much fun.
But that's
know what's
just
gonna happen,
fine.
But I'm having
But
so much
Leroy,
fun.
The
I don't
letdown- no,
care if
'cause
they're
he's-
not perfect.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna have to? What's gonna happen is, and I hope it doesn't happen, because the
I hope
way
not.
this team is playing
I hope not
is
either.
fun, exciting, all the things you say. Okay, but if we come in here one Monday, because
What have we said year after year? What have we said? Just get through the ACC.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's by the skin of the teeth.
Okay.
I don't care if it's by questionable reviews.
Okay, again,
They've
all
done
I'm
it.
saying
They're
is,
doing it
Here,
right now,
So
dude.
the University of Miami can win by the skin of their teeth, but the Miami Dolphins can't.
right, because
But-
when I said that last week, even if it's ugly,
Okay,
you
but
wanted, I want it to be exciting.
But here's the difference, guys. The Canes have a very big flaw on the field with defense. The Dolphins are shooting themselves in the foot.
That's
They're
what-
blowing it.
They also
That's
have a,
what's embarrassing
they also
about it.
have a bunch of flaws too, with all these third string and fourth string guys in.
Dude, hey, Raheem Mostert,
Yeah,
he ain't a third stringer.
No.
Alec Ingold, he
Right.
ain't a third stringer.
Right.
They lost that game yesterday.
Yeah.
They lost that game flat out. Now, Tim Boyle doesn't know how many downs there are. I don't know if he's like Canadian Football League. I don't know what that is. How do you throw it out of bounds into the game?
you could chuck it up anywhere. Did
Anywhere.
you just not see what Aaron Rodgers did last week?
Just try,
Just
dude.
chuck it up.
Just try. Like
we ain't even had time to get to the Jets yet.
I know you're not. I know
We don't
you're
have
not,
to.
You can't talk Jets if you're going to talk Dolphins and Michigan and Minnesota and Cleveland.
Yeah.
You really want to
he's
talk?
lashing out. He's lashing
You
out.
want
At
to talk?
He's
Hey,
lashing out.
wait. You don't have to talk about Cleveland because I presented it in a way that we know. Okay?
We get from Leroy and his team.
That's what I just said. They said he only had to watch the Dolphins. I had to watch it twice.
Saturday was so much better
Than
than
Sunday? Oh, yeah.
It was
Well,
ridiculous. Because I watched
yeah.
Canes. I watched Francis Ngannou come back.
Oh, you won?
Fight. Oh, God. Destroyed him.
What did he win? It wasn't even close.
Really?
It wasn't even close.
Destruction.
They put this poor, I've never said this about a 6'8", 260 man before.
Mm-hmm.
They put that poor soul in with Francis Ngannou, who was fighting. His son died. Francis Ngannou's baby son died this year. He said he wasn't going to fight it again. He only fought because of his son. And dude, this was the bludgeoning of a lifetime. He picked this man up like he was a baby, put him on the ground, flipped him over, and flip. So over.
So none of his ribs, I mean, his kidneys and ribs are just shot.
He just kept hitting him so much so that the ref's like, should I stop it? Then Francis hit the guy in the back of the head, and he went. But
good job by the ref. Good job.
Oh, that was quick. It was quick then.
Oh, it was round. It was over. It was a massacre.
So you were shocked that it went like that.
You know what I'm actually shocked by? How good Francis's wrestling has been the last two fights.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He used to just be destroyed. Now he's so strong.
Yeah.
He's so strong.
Yeah.
So Saturday was the best because Cam Ward and Damian Martinez. Oh, Damian Martinez running. And I love when all the Canes, the fat guys are getting there. They're pushing him along with him. That was Goosey's run game.
That was probably one of the better runs you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As far as just, I ain't going down.
Yep. It was really great.
Yeah.
It was really great. Take a break. I mean, the Dolphins just fumbling all over the place, dude. It's ridiculous. You don't want to fumble the rock. And you don't want to fumble being rock hard either in the bedroom. What? Too much? That's why you want to try Blue Chew. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Now you can chew it and do it. And then you got Leroy, mint flavors. Yep. So you can be fresh.
I have a question off air.
That's fine. But whether you're married looking to spice things up or you're single trying to impress somebody new, Blue Chew is for you. No doctor's visits, no pharmacy, just shipped right to your door in a discreet package. And a special deal for all our listeners out there. You guys can try Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code SHOWPONY. That's all one word. SHOWPONY at checkout. You're paying just $5 for shipping, but you're getting your first month's supply of Blue Chew for free. So hit it today. BlueChew.com. Use the promo code SHOWPONY. You're getting your first month free. That's BlueChew.com. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. I tell you what I'm excited about. It's Miami Heat game week, baby. And Leroy, we have a pair of tickets every other hour to see Heat opening night versus the Magic tomorrow. All day on QAM. So we got 2 pairs of tickets to give away tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Good God. Thank you.
Yeah, tomorrow. So we got that coming up. Very, very exciting. Very exciting. Heat, Magic, the NBA season gets going tomorrow. Knicks and Celtics. It's like, could I root for a blackout? Like, what could what do I?
Come on. At least there's 82 games, Tobin. All right. All right. At least we have something to look forward to. It's not like our football teams are doing anything.
Oh, dude. No, they are. Well, yeah, no, they are not. It is a Monday Rewind, which is brought to you in part by your South Florida Chevy dealers. You're looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
We need to invent something else.
What?
Monday fast forward.
What do you mean?
Forget it.
Just skip through it.
Skip through it.
Just skip through it.
Let's go to next Sunday.
You know what's worse? When your team loses on a Sunday night and then you got to wake up. You're going to bed with the loss and then you're waking up with the loss. Now,
Yep.
I respect that fast forward Monday, Leroy. I just want this day to be over. Let's just move on to week 8.
When Russell, you know what I like, though? When Russell Wilson snuck in that touchdown, I love when the referees, it's one of my favorite things in football, when they look at each other, like the two come together. They're like, you, touchdown! I love that. It's one of my favorite things in sports.
Like they get ready to have a dance battle.
We're gonna call it? Touchdown! Yeah, what a day yesterday, man. What a day. You got a doubleheader on Monday Night Football tonight. The Buccaneers host the Ravens at 8:15. Chargers take on the Cardinals, the Dolphins' next opponent, at 9. Was there something besides, we'll get back to our horse bleep teams in a second. Anything else that stood out to you yesterday? Other than Patrick Mahomes beginning to stink up the joint but still be undefeated?
Yeah, because they got a good team. I would hope that, I think there are other teams that think, and I'll include the Jets in this, right? That they think they got Aaron Rodgers, they're supposed to be winning without fully understanding what their team has been the last couple of years, right? We got Aaron Rodgers, he going to save us. And that's not the case, because say what you want about your defense, and everybody could tell me everything they want. Defense haven't been good.
No, not this season.
But that's just the thing, Vlad. Here's what sucks about sports. What you did last year ain't promised this year.
I get that.
And everybody keep talking about the damn defense, and I'm like, what about the 65 sacks you gave up last year? And we had this conversation. What about the 65 sacks you gave up last year? And how that's going to work out this year?
I didn't think TJ Watt was going to kill him at one point.
Actually, I thought the O-line played well. They just can't run to save their life. But it's the same thing that we could talk about with the Dolphins, and especially their offense.
But the Dolphins can run the football. It's frightening.
But they can run the ball, but they haven't been running the ball, and they're not scoring at the pace that they were towards quarters of last season.
Here, when you break a record, or you do something that's exceptional, you're going to come back down a little bit. You're not going to be exceptional every year. I had, I think 9 or 10 touchdowns receiving one year.
Mm-hmm.
I knew damn well I wasn't going to do that every year.
I just think, like, it just
happens.
It's one of these things, though, with McDaniel. Like, I just feel like he's getting too cute. Like, you found something that works. These quarterbacks are awful.
Yeah,
they're really bad. And it's like, I don't know, man. He's trying, he's just keep rolling with it. Like you said, like, hey, bore him to death, whatever it takes. And that's just like, and the thing with Indy is Indianapolis knows Dolphins can only run the football, but they suck at stopping the run. They have all year. And, here's what I would have did if I was Mike McDaniel. Like, they didn't let Richardson throw the ball, and they just found creative ways. By the way, he's a giant.
He's a giant, yeah. They just found creative ways, and he can move.
Yeah.
they found creative ways to get their players in space, running the football or whatever, right? To just kind of calm everything down.
Never seen
I
Zach
th-
Sieler look small when he
I
tried to
think-
piggyback him.
I think that's what Mike McDaniel should have did. Instead of trying to find ways for the quarterback to throw the ball, just find more elaborate ways to run it.
Do you see like when they nailed the Jalen Ramsey blitz on him and he went off of him like a toy? He's like,
And Jalen's not a small guy.
no, he's not. This guy, he's a not very good at quarterback. but
No,
he's a
he's not.
behemoth.
And that was the problem. I thought Flacco played, you guys would have lost. I really thought with the 10-0 lead.
They should have. Like that's the thing that's frustrating about it. You're up 10. First of all, you know, to let them even, this is like, you got to think about all these points mattering because it's such a task to get in the end zone. But like
I've been fighting about this for 2 days, but go ahead.
Okay. But they're up 10-3 and you start the second half with Mostert fumbling. Of course they come back and even things up. But then like, okay, you should at least have 3. At least. The only thing you can't do here is give them the football.
Right.
And you fumble. Like at that point, I know we can sit here and we can yell at Mike McDaniel and we can yell at why the receivers. I'm guilty of it too. But like, you know what you have to do, and they did the only things you can't do, which is yak up the football.
Yeah.
It's like a heartbreaking thing because it's like you're sitting here and we're gonna bang our head on the wall, and yes, they are nothing without Tua. They are nothing.
But even with that, listen, I got to call out Coach. This is the first time I'm really going to call out Coach. You had a bye week Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle combined for 2 catches?
Yeah, they had 0 targets in the first half.
That's not good. And you were still up 10-0. Like, you still had to figure out a way. Now, I know it's Snoop getting hurt. That wasn't the ideal situation, but still, while he was in there, you still weren't getting the ball to him. Now, it's good to know that you guys have a tight end now.
Yeah, he looked good.
He looked good. The last 2 weeks, he's looked good.
But like, why do we invent new ways to get hurt? Like, he was like doing the Superman and he fell on his shoulder. I'm like, what is this? What kind of snake bit injury is this?
That's basically how it goes, right?
So what are you quibbling with?
So everybody's talking about before the half, run the prevent defense. And I'm like, let me explain something to you. This guy couldn't hit a bull in the ass with a banjo. Right? And he hit 2 passes, the only 2 passes he hit all game to put him in field goal range. But you know he's got a cannon for an arm.
Yep.
So you just make sure he can't just unload it. Right? He completed 2 passes. You're like, oh, the prevent defense, it only helps you lose. Like, you know, one of the things I get frustrated with, and this is with you, this is with all of my friends that I talk sports with, is that why can't the other team make a good play? It's always your team screwed up. Right? That was a good throw, an accurate throw, one of 3 he probably had all game, and it came at before the half. I take my chances.
He was so bad in the first half.
Right? I would take my chances except for those 2 passes. Like, you're playing the percentages.
Then he got like a couple of Dolphins to shake off him and he felt a little froggy. I'm like, oh man. But this is the thing that hurts with the Dolphins, right?
The loss.
Well, you know, it hurts. That hurts. But the thing is, they're the bad team. And the thing that hurts with Anthony Richardson is they're getting ready to take on some really tough teams, and they used you as the slump buster. Let's just ride the wave, baby. Let's get this kid out here. Because, like, look, let's be real about it. They're not going to start Joe Flacco the rest of the year. This is their number 4 overall pick. He's going to be their quarterback. And they used you, and they used you as the slump buster, and it worked. It worked. By the end of it, he felt froggy and did what it took to do to get them the win. It also doesn't help that the Dolphins, once again, Fat Cat Sanders coming through when you need him.
Oh, man.
Dude's better at hitting the uprights than he is hitting field goals.
Which should be more points.
It should be, but it's not. Them's not the
Really?
rules.
You know how hard it is to hit an upright?
What is this, Jock? MTV Jockers.
It's the most humiliating sound in sports.
Jockey
Boom. Like the
That is true.
whole stadium. Like,
So how about this? You hit the upright, it's 2 points. But if you hit the upright and it goes through and it's still good, it's 5 points.
You got to call it, though. It should be like horse.
Because hitting the upright and it doesn't go through that's nothing.
well, you can't get 5. I'd make it 4. So you get one bonus.
Steven Stevens points out, by the way, on the broadcast, they said the most accurate kicker in Miami Dolphins history. Ask any Dolphin fan who really trusts him.
No, he's not.
Really I don't give a rat's ass what the metrics say.
What are you talking about? This guy's the one he helped you get in the playoff. Mike McDaniel's first season.
Oh, what? No, I think it was well, he did.
Yeah.
He did, and then last year he had the game on Christmas Eve. But you don't trust him, dude. You just don't. I can't help it. You just don't. You don't trust him.
So you want to kick? You want to bring another kicker and have a kickoff?
By the way, how about the Dolphins long snapper just on 24 hours, like just going has to leave the team, and they have to sign a 40-year-old off the street.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This happened Saturday night?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
Emergency?
I don't know. He had
That's
something. They're just like, yeah, they haven't had a guy. This guy hasn't snapped in the game in 3 years.
Damn, how do you find a long snapper on a Saturday night?
I don't
tell
know.
you what, barely, because that old holder was getting his. Hey, that holder was earning his money.
I feel like John Denny runs that directory. I feel like he goes, Denny's long snappers. What can I help you with? Hey, JD, I need one, bro. Hold on, I got one for you. Hasn't snapped in 3 years. That's pretty good. All right, where are you guys going? Where do I got to book his flight to?
That's the other thing. Where is this guy living to get a flight to Indianapolis?
I don't know. I don't know. Is he like is he coaching Butler? Like
That's what I'm saying. Is he
So,
like
and to our argument earlier in the season, I guess teams don't just hold on to a long snapper, a backup long snapper.
But that's the whole point.
No, it's a waste of position, dude.
No,
you can only have 53 guys.
I'm telling you,
You got
right now,
53 guys. You want a backup long snapper?
my whole point.
And you wonder why your team is in the tank
Hold
right
on.
now.
This is my entire point to begin with. Why Andrew Meyer, who has not played a game all year, the UTEP backup center, okay, undrafted, he should be spending this entire time long snapping.
Everybody can't long snap, dude.
He's got to learn.
No, you can't just learn. You got to have the build for it.
He's not.
First of all,
playing.
he might not have very long arms. You need long arms to do that. And you got to be able to snap a ball and be flexible enough to snap a ball 15 yards. What is wrong?
It's ridiculous.
Like, I love the way people think
This is so
everybody could
silly.
just do anything.
Vince
Why can't he do that?
Vince Wilfork can go jump,
Chris.
but he can't. Can go dunk, but he can't snap. It's the
Need a
stupidest
long
thing.
snapper? Blue Chew.
Yo, I gotta give Chris credit, man.
I'll never
just saying.
understand this. I'll never understand this.
Like, come on. Like, I don't understand why you think. I love the way everybody thinks that you could just get rando people to do certain jobs. It does. No, you can't.
This is what they want.
That's
you to
not
think.
an easy job.
This is what they want you to.
No,
think.
they want you to think that we're running backs.
It's like, no, they want you to think, oh man. They want you to think nobody else can do this. I'm telling you, you can teach somebody else to do this and save a roster spot.
It's not as easy as you think, dude. It really isn't.
Take a break. More to come here on the show. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. If you guys want to get some calls in as well, 305-567-0560. Back with more on QAM after this. All right, welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with your Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway is back, and we got a $250 gift card that you can win to see football, the Heat, the Panthers, and Inter Miami in the MLS playoffs, which get going on Friday. To enter, go to WQM.com/contest. Dave & Buster's, eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. Shout out to the Pinks. The GOAT with a hat trick this weekend.
Yeah, we've come up with a new we're coming up with a new term.
For what?
For football.
Okay.
MFE. Margin for error.
Okay.
We were talking about how teams think they have it and they don't.
Yeah.
Right? The
Dolphins MFE is non-existent.
Yeah, he was talking about the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about how, believe it or not, the team that probably has the biggest MFE is Kansas City.
Always.
Because they've won so many games, so many different ways,
right.
Even with Patrick Mahomes throwing it to the other team.
Yep.
Right? How big do you think the MFE is with the Canes?
Pretty big, actually.
You think it's big?
Yeah, I think it's big.
Okay.
I mean, they've literally had a lot of errors to start their last couple of games, and they've come back and won.
Okay.
So I think Cam Ward makes your MFE enormous.
But can the fact that it's college football where not every team is good, they're mediocre at best, maybe within the conference, that your margin for error is a little bit higher than like in the NFL where
for sure. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But he also is like, he just doesn't get rattled by either. Like, he has an error and then all of a sudden it's like,
well, that's him.
Page.
That's him. But we also, let's think about it this way. Our concerns are not on that side of the ball. And Cam Ward doesn't play defense.
I get it.
Okay.
I get
By
it.
the
But
way,
but there have been games where he put them in a bad spot.
It also got him out of that.
Of course,
spot.
but he put them in that bad spot.
I tell you what, they fun to watch.
Oh,
like
having so much fun.
You get it. That's one thing you ain't.
I'm trying to take a life lesson from you. You told me to enjoy
no.
the ride, baby.
No,
I'm just
hold
enjoying
on,
the ride, baby.
Because wait, less than 4 days ago, we were almost fist fighting over you saying I wanted to be exciting with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins ride is not exciting. The Dolphins ride.
But the question is this that we just want to know, Tobin.
Yeah.
You can win 35-31. You can lose 35-31.
Mm-hmm.
You can win 10-9. You can lose 10-9.
Right.
But you would rather the win, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't you have rather lost yesterday's game 35-31?
No. It's
instead of what happened?
It's still a loss.
Nah, it would have felt different though.
It's still a loss because you're gonna put blame on something. Let me ask you this: the same way you don't want to put blame on the Canes defense.
Yeah.
If they happen to lose, you're gonna put blame on the Canes defense.
But I'm not putting. But
Yes, you are.
But I already acknowledge their flaw. Like, it's kind of one of these things when you guys are like, yeah, the defense isn't very good. I'm like,
well, it's not here.
But I'm I know that it's kind of like when you already are aware of something, but you're okay with it because the rest of the team is so good that you're like, all right, hopefully that doesn't happen. But I'm not. I didn't come into this season expecting a perfect season or expecting the Canes are going to go up with Georgia or Texas or Ohio State and Oregon. Right now, what I do know is that quarterback's amazing. Everybody is having a lot of fun. They're watching the Canes, and they're either hating on the Canes or they're celebrating the Canes. A lot of people are hating on the Canes, which makes me love the Canes even more because everybody's like, they got the refs in their back pocket, which nothing I love more than that.
Why do people think that?
Because the last 3 games have all gone to review, and there's been like a turning point every single time. The coach afterwards is like, well, I don't know how they went to the camera and saw that. I'm like, you don't?
Well, what about what happened in, was it Texas and Georgia?
Oh man.
Now, think
was
about
bad.
this. So there was a play.
Yep.
I think it was whether it was a pass or not or something like that, or a fumble. And they made a bad call, and the fans start throwing crap on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, the officials were talking, and Sark came out and tried to get them to stop throwing the stuff. Then they cleaned all the stuff up, right? Right after they got done cleaning, the announcer comes on the loudspeaker and goes, After conferring with the other officials, we reversed the call. Right? Yeah, right. So, like, now I think they were talking before the bottles were thrown, and then it got delayed.
Right.
But if you're Georgia, or you're a college fan, how can you not think we got to just start throwing crap on the field?
But there are honestly people who are sitting here thinking the ACC, like they are dying for the Canes to advance. And like, yes, it has been funny the last 3 weeks they've gone to review. But like, dude, if I had to rank them out of the reviews they've gone to, the Cam Ward fumble or incomplete pass was the most obvious one that it was an incomplete pass and his arm was going forward. I've seen that play 100 times since Tom Brady got away with it. And everybody knows if the arm's like this and the ball is gone, they're calling incomplete. So anybody in Louisville who wants to
nobody
bitch
thought
about
that was nobody thought.
oh, dude,
really?
Everybody in Louisville, everybody nationally is like, the Kings got away with another one.
That pisses me off about. And we had this conversation last week when I said the officials got the call right. When Virginia Tech at the end of the game.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, why?
But
there's
they're
going to
only
be having them. There were Canes fans saying, "Oh, we finally got a break." You didn't get a break. The call's the call,
and they're only reviewing that. They're only doing that so they can review the call. Because if it's
Right.
incomplete, they're not going to be able to review it.
right? Exactly. If they call incomplete, they can't review
But
it.
now it's
So they're doing you a favor by calling it a fumble so that they can go back and change it or fix it. Otherwise, you would really get screwed if they called it incomplete, because then they can't.
And by the way, you want to talk about defenses? Okay, let's say that you did get that touchdown recovery. You guys think you were going to stop Cam Ward the next time? I think not.
See, here we go.
I think not. I think not.
See, there.
I think not, Jack Harlow.
Do you think you see? Why do you have to go there?
Because the
Like,
coach
it's
sits.
the-
Because you want to know something? That coach's team gave him a 50 burger, and he has the audacity to sit at a podium and be like, I don't know what they saw in that review.
Hold on. He did get a 50 burger dropped on him.
Yeah.
But his team did drop a 45 burger on us.
They got a window dressing 45 burger.
That was no window
It's a
dressing.
window dressing. It's like
45 is 45, dude.
It's like
that
when
wasn't even Thousand Islands dressing.
I'll tell you exactly what that is, Vlad. It's like when you go to Burger King and you get onion rings in your fries. You got a little extra surprise. That's all that was.
No, you know what that is? Balsamic. Just plain old everyday balsamic. You see what I'm saying? No.
Jay, what's going on, man?
Hey,
Jay.
man, how y'all doing today, man?
Good, man. What's going on with you?
I'm great. I love the show. Listen to it every day. One of the problems I have, like with a lot of fans, I've been hearing a lot of them criticizing Chris Greer and talking about how bad the team built. I put most of the blame on Mike McDaniel, man. Like, he has an issue with being consistent with the play caller. I think they can run the ball. I think yesterday showed if he stick to it and consistently lean on the run, they can run. And then he has terrible timing with play calling. Like, just yesterday, when we driving the ball, you get the ball to right twice, you get the ball all the way down there. And then on 1st and 10, you want to pull back dive. Like, why are we putting the ball in Allen Ingold's hand anyway? Like, that's just
question.
The last thing that you should do. Like, he's not one of the top players to carry the ball. He's not one of your guys. And then to go the whole game, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek only get 4 targets apiece. Like, you can't do that. And I think that we run too much deep things down the field. Like, we don't run no underneath no shallow crosses, nothing to get the ball in Tyreek and Waddle hand fast where you can kind of let them make plays. I think we do too much stuff downfield, and I think when the quarterback don't have nowhere to go with the ball, you're playing into what the defense do because they're in a too deep shell, so they covering everything deep. So you got to get the ball in these guys' hands quicker than that to let them make plays. It shouldn't be a time that Odell Beckham get 2 targets in the first half, but Tyreek and Waddle don't get none. Like, that can't happen. Like,
All right. Take care, Jay. Very far. Jay is very Listen, I will say
he made some valid points.
You've been calling out McDaniel's play calling for 2 years now.
But here's what the deal is. Okay. One of the things that Tua is extremely accurate. The other guys in there are not. when you want to throw it to Tyreek and to Waddle doing that stuff in the middle of the field, it requires an extreme amount of accuracy because there's a lot of people in there. And it's timing and it's throwing the ball to open areas. And I think he's a little scared to do that and try to assume that those guys are going to get it where it needs to be with all those people when the timing. I get that. Okay, I understand that. He's been doing that with Jonnu Smith, who's been coming along the last couple of weeks. He's been running those square ends, those inside routes, because you can take Tyreek and Waddle and create more space so that there's more room to throw the football. So I get all that. My thing is this. To your point on Ingle, I get it. I understand that. But we're playing the result, so let's not do that. We're playing the result of the fumble.
A really bad result.
Right. This would have been a perfect time to be so creative running the football when you had what's his name?
Jalen Wright.
Jalen Wright.
Talking about
killing
small guy or big guy? Which one?
Big guy. Jalen
Wright.
Being just destroying them inside. Mostert destroying them inside. Now you come back with that downhill, flip it to Tyreek. Downhill, flip it to Waddle. Get them involved in the game, right? With the sweeps and stuff like that. Because you've threatened the inside of the defense. So it gives them more room outside. I used to get pissed off because they would start the game running 3 or 4 sweeps and the defense was right there. So now you're 2nd and 13. Now that you've dominated inside to some extent, now you fake in there and flip it outside. Now you got your defense on skates.
I feel like the thing that happens with him is, look, Alec Ingold seems like a lovely person. Monster blocker. All right. Mike McDaniel very clearly trusts him. And I think in times of chaos, you lean on the ones you trust a little bit too much instead of going with the best option. And so I feel like you played your Alec Ingold card already this year. You can't keep going back to the well.
Hey.
You can't.
Well, you want to know the opposite problem? That the Jets are relying on their young wide receiver and he batting the ball all over the
place.
That's
I don't know what that has to do with one thing or another.
It does. They had a lot of faith in him. They thought he was going to be the next coming. So they started including him in all the routes and all the plays and whatever.
But here's the thing with Alec Ingold, okay? He's a doesn't show up in the box score type of guy. I'm seeing him too much in the box score.
Hold on.
It's true.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
He's not supposed to show up in the box score.
So you know what he just said about Alec Ingold? I got it. He just said it. Wait, what does supposed to say? He makes winning plays.
Exactly.
So wait a minute. Did he not win the game for you against the Patriots?
Right, but that's what, Vlad, you can't keep playing that card. You get away with one. Every once in a while, you're like, got you with that one.
No, I ain't gonna lie. He's right. Tobin's right, because I ain't gonna front. That 3rd and 1, everybody knew.
Everybody knew. This guy didn't want, like, dude, congratulations. You got us off guard. You never give the ball to Ingold. You got the Jaguars and you got the Patriots. Maybe 2 of the worst coach teams in the league. Come on, Mike. Enough. You have a horse from Tennessee and Jalen Wright. Every time he touches the ball, he gets you 7 yards.
Hey, Alec Ingold impacts winning.
Right. He's not supposed to show up in the box score.
Wait.
You know what? Leroy, that's an intangible comment.
Dude,
yes.
He felt. Yes.
Wait, I cannot believe Tobin, of all people, has come here on a Monday morning after a game and said, you know what? I see Alec Ingold in the stat line too much.
Too much, dude. Leroy, should Alec Ingold have the largest reception of the game? No! You're
just wide open.
You're tempting fate too much.
He was wide open.
Dude, he is not Mike Allstott, all right? He is not Larry Zonka.
He's not Kyle.
He is good at what he does.
Yeah,
if you go to that well too many times, you, my friend, there is a reason why he has spent his football career cracking people in the face instead of toting the rock. There's just a reason for it. Nothing wrong with it. He is very good at what he does.
He does.
He is a badass on the field.
We call him big stiffies.
He
looked like slow.
Yes. I'm sure you had many people who meant well. All right. Ogres who you had throughout your football life. But you don't go to him 4 or 5 times a game. He shouldn't touch the ball as many times as Jalen Wright. That, my friend, is tempting fate. And I just think Mike McDaniel.
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
We're here on Monday. And we're playing the results of everything. Right? Because, like, why? Why are we doing that? Like, you are literally, nobody had a problem with Alec Ingold.
He seems like a lovely person.
No, nobody had a problem with Alec Ingold until the fumble.
Of course. But Leroy.
And listen, as a fumbler, I'm just like, I gotta kind of I can't go after him.
I'm not going after him. You know why? When I got to talk to him in the locker room. And 2, he's only one of the few people after a loss that's willing to talk to them.
He is a stand-up individual.
Absolutely.
This is, it buys you a lot.
Too much, Alec Ingold.
Look.
But too much targets, too much carries, too much stat
You're
information.
just tempting fate, dude. Like, what does Alec Ingold think? Like, what does he think? He's gonna become, at the end of this, he's gonna be Peyton Hillis? No, too much. Tim, too much? Was it too much?
Too much.
That's wait. How are you doing? Like, you just like the first word. Too much.
He's thinking the same thing.
What's going on, Tim?
I have 2 words for Mr. Tobin, the head Miami Hurricanes cheerleader. Don't lose. Don't lose this week. We're coming for you. Don't lose.
Who's coming?
Tim, here's the problem. I have to deal with this, not you.
Oh, dude.
I got to deal with, because he's going to come in here crazy.
Look, one thing you could say, Tim, the one thing that I'm excited about is the Canes have a cupcake scheduled on Saturday, so they can get things right with the defense,
I got your cupcakes in my turnover backpack, and we're coming for you. We're coming for you.
You say you got a backpack packed with cupcakes.
Take a break. Back after this. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Josh Hart says it's our Boyle. Not for much longer, dude. Not for much longer, dude.
Hey, let me tell you. The boil on the field or the boil on my butt? Because, yeah, both have played consistent.
Hey, yo. Dolphins lose 16-10. Tim Boyle just ended the game throwing it out of bounds. Jeez. Dolphins fall to 2-4. The expectation is that they are going to get Tua back this week.
Oh, you think? Everybody that had concerns when that fourth down ball went out of bounds, Tua was on the sideline. They was trying to stretch it. Get ready for next week.
And it was 4th and 2. Why did by the way, why did A-Chain not go out of bounds?
He tried to. They were holding him.
But he kind of
he was trying to get away from the guy.
Okay.
He got spun around to the point where he was just trying to get away.
Probably was
I know exactly what happened.
Probably was like, that's where you throw it, Boyle? Really?
Like,
but hey, you know what? You know what would have been nice to have in that situation?
A timeout.
A timeout. Mike McDaniel foisted out of a timeout.
Bro, by the way, always if you follow Tobin on YouTube.
I was so mad at this, dude.
Why?
Tobin
because,
went off.
Dude, this guy, I'm going to tell you something about Mike McDaniel. He gets too excited about the stupidest things, okay? And so at the end of don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
Wait. You know what you're saying in this moment? Game recognized game.
Dude, he loves two things way too much. One of them is throwing the challenge flag. He stinks at it.
Who is coaching him up on challenge flag?
And then the other thing is he loves running to call the timeout. They're like, oh,
he just wanted to get his workout in.
Mike McDaniel really sprinted. They always mention it on the broadcast. You know, for some reason he doesn't prep. And
but wait, here's the kicker. Here's what's annoying about it. He gets nervous when there's 5 seconds left.
Right.
He takes off running, and then they snap the ball before the time runs out, but he already called the damn timeout.
So it was 3rd and 4. All right. Richardson, he throws a pass. Woof. Nowhere close. Then it's 4th and 4. They're already leading. It's so obvious they're going to kick a field goal. Obvious to everybody. And the announcers are like, they're keeping the personnel out there. Oh, there goes Mike McDaniel running. Time out! Like, Mike,
and then they bring the field goal team.
Mike, come on, dude. You knew they were going to kick a field goal.
That is true.
I was like, I'm not a coach. I am an ass clown.
I thought you was going to say
I was
that
about to. And let me just tell you something. I sat on my couch, was like, no, because I knew they were going to need that timeout. And Steichen knew it too. But you know what else he knows? He knows that he has a golden retriever on the other sideline who just wants to get involved. He goes, timeout. He does this every game, Leroy. We all saw it coming. And I'm like, dude, there's no way Mike McDaniel thinks they are actually going to go for it here. Like, there's no way. No way. How could you in your mind, Mike, think they were going to go for the dagger touchdown. Are you kidding me? The way that game had gone? How does Steichen know this and you don't know this? I hate saying his name. Sounds like I'm sneezing. Shane Steichen.
Don't say his first name. Just say his last name.
Steichen.
Yeah.
Shay.
Nah, there's only one Shay.
Yeah. So
I was so frustrated watching that, dude. I was so frustrated watching
again. We all are miserable watching that game. And there's nothing worse than seeing two things. Your team losing with 3 timeouts at the end of a game, or your team driving with no timeouts. And you start thinking about, what do we use? Like 3rd and 4, he used the timeout because he was scared they weren't going to get it off in time. And it was 3rd and 4, so I get that. But then you end up kicking a field goal. And so that was a waste of timeout. Right?
But still, it was 1:45 right when they started that drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like with the weapons that you guys
You should have been fine. But you have Tim Boyle
fine
running
still.
the show there. Having Tim Boyle run a 2-minute drill, it's like having a lobster babysit your kid. Useless.
I would like people to think to less. Let's be clear. Okay. When Dan Campbell had bad players, he was 1-15, 2-14, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Campbell has good players, pretty good. We keep blaming the coach, and you're on your 4th string quarterback.
Like, now you know how I felt last season.
You're limited on how much your coach can coach him up.
I'm not giving him the majority of that blame for yesterday's game.
But wait. Some of the things you're talking about ties in to how different the offense would look. So you're not trying here. It gets to a point. I've seen this. You're not trying to manage the game. You're trying to manage a player. And that's 2 different things. It's hard if you just go out there and play the game situation and forget who's playing quarterback. Woo! That's going to look bad. So you're trying to do both, and it becomes difficult. I was fortunate when I was in Minnesota that every quarterback that came into the game, we never missed a beat. We never had to change what we did. Partly because we had Randy Moss and Chris Carter.
They were good.
Right. But the other part is we had Randy Moss. And all the quarterbacks we had cannons.
But you also said Denny was never shook by anything, right? Like he was just, and like he's not the meme everybody thinks that he was.
No, from that one moment, no. In fact, think about this.
That's the first mean moment
He never talked directly to the players. He always empowered the coaches. So if he had a problem with something you did, he would go talk to the coach, and your coach would talk to you. I've seen him blow up. Besides that moment when he was in Arizona, he blew up one time in practice, and the whole building got quiet. I'm talking about even the offices got quiet when he lost it, right? And we knew at that moment, I was there 5.5 years. That's the only time I saw Denny blow a gasket at practice. And it never happened again. So, I never had to worry about, oh no, this dude's the quarterback. We're going to struggle. Oh no, we're going to have to, you guys, we're going to run the ball more. No, the offense was the offense because every guy that we had that came in could run the offense.
Leroy, taking a shot at coach then, because who was calling the plays for your offense at that time?
Brian Billick.
So
a guy who won a Super Bowl scoring no offensive plays.
So the offensive coordinator has remained the same.
Yeah.
And you guys you were able to plug in whatever quarterback and it moved because of the weapons.
Well, we had a different offensive coordinator the last year because that's when Brian Billick took the job and
right. But during those 5.5 years, you had different quarterbacks.
Yes.
And you were still able, that offense was still able to produce.
Right? Yeah, because no other, think about this.
There's no
but all the time I was there, we had the same offensive line.
Okay.
We had Chris Carter, and then the following year or 2 years later, then we had Randy Moss.
But that's what I'm saying. You're not really helping Coach's case here.
Why?
Because here's the thing. A weapon like you have with Randy Moss and Chris Carter, I could say, I'm not going to say it's the modern day.
But you got two excellent receivers.
You got excellent receivers.
Yes.
Like the freak athlete that Randy Moss was is what Tyreek is now. Not the height, but just the speed.
Okay, but listen to this, Vlad. We never,
and 3 years of this offense, who's been running this offense?
Hold on. Here's the deal. Here's the other thing you need to understand. That every quarterback that ended up playing and coming in was there the year before. So we didn't have to go pick up a quarterback off the street to play quarterback the following week.
I think by far what's been shown.
You see what I'm saying?
I think by far roster construction is shown to be just the issue for this, because like
nobody is going to construct a roster that is going to have this happen at quarterback.
Yeah, but the quarterback even that they brought in that was here for 3 years was clearly not ready to do things either.
Right. Now
like,
that's
what I'm saying.
Okay. If there's any problem that you can have with all of this, it's the fact that the guy you thought could hold it down couldn't, and then you end up searching, right? So if everything stems from that, from the guy you have behind Tua, and maybe it's because, right, your offense is predicated on a certain type of quarterback, and none of the guys you have can be that quarterback. That's on you. You have to have somebody that could come in and do that. Like the offense that we had was to play quarterback in Minnesota, you had to be able to throw the ball deep. That's it. You had to have a cannon. So from Warren Moon to Brad Johnson to Randall Cunningham to Jeff George, then to Dante Culpepper, they all had, for the most part, arms that could get the ball down the field.
Yeah, but there's one thing I will say about your offense. You guys have never, veered away the running game.
Right. Well, because here's the other thing. Everybody, we didn't have new players. Dude, I was the newest guy.
But
for all those years, I was the newest guy. We had the same team.
Most of these guys have been here, though. Outside of the QBs,
right? Most have known this offense since his San Francisco days,
right?
So
the only new guy is Jalen Wright, the rook,
and he was running those couple plays very well.
He looks good,
right?
He looks good.
I don't know, bro. I see why Tobin's upset with Coach, man.
No, I
understand.
Listen,
that.
Tell you, Coach, who you're not upset with.
Who?
This Mike Tomlin's good.
Oh,
this guy.
Are you gonna play that?
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, Vlad, you haven't seen this, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh my goodness.
Here was Mike Tomlin after the game. This is on Russell Wilson scoring a touchdown.
What does it say that Russ kept the ball and pushed his way in for that 1 yard rushing touchdown? And what did you learn about maybe his resilience and his strength in that moment?
It was just a sneak.
Yes! Hey!
You know what's great? There's nothing greater than old black man truth.
Yeah. like he could have put a little animation on it, like
Russ kept the ball and pushed his way in for that 1 yard rushing touchdown. And what did you learn about maybe his resilience and his strength in that moment?
It was just a sneak.
Wait a minute. So here's the incredible thing. That's a professional. That's a professional at her job. That's the question. Right? Like, I'm more amazed at the questions that are asked.
Very detailed.
Very detailed for a sneak, right? What do people talk about? So Leroy is losing all respect from us. Your coach is a nerd. Friends are no more excuse. I'm not giving excuses.
I don't think you are giving excuses.
No, I'm not. Like, you know what? I wish sometimes you idiots that have all the comments would sometimes listen, right? I'm not giving a damn excuse for nobody, right? But I am saying there are reasons and levels of this to why it looks so bad. And you can put blame on it wherever it goes. Like you can say, hey, it's the Dolphins' fault for not having a quarterback that's able to hold the fort down in the event that Tua gets hurt. They thought they had their guy. He wasn't. But then when he gets hurt, you got to grab a quarterback off the street, then another quarterback off the street. All bets are off. Now you're just trying to survive. That's the reality of the situation. So whether that's an excuse or not, that's a fact. Deal with it. You can call me what you want, but I haven't said anything that wasn't a fact.
We'll take a break. Back after this.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy is sponsored by Kendall.
A band almost as bad as their city. Boston.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I got to tell you, right now, I'm not a big fan of Cleveland fans either.
Whew.
But, and it's a fan thing. And I'm going to say this, and I mean it. As much as I defend Cleveland. I love Cleveland. I tell you, I love the people of Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm embarrassed. Right? Like, there's one thing to boo a guy about his play. But to cheer somebody when they get hurt, right? Could you imagine if a relative of yours got hurt or something like that in the line of work or whatever, wherever,
mm-hmm.
and they're getting in the ambulance and I'm clearing. Didn't like them anyway.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like, come on. You know what you would do to me for doing something like that? So it's classless. That's what it is. As much as I love Cleveland, it's a bad look.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bad look.
By the way, Adam Schefter just confirmed that Deshaun Watson
ruptured
done for the
Achilles.
Year. Yeah, you can see on the video, there's people who put like slow-mos of his Achilles snapping. It was really gross.
You don't know how come on. Like,
this is one of the craziest downfalls of all time. Like, just everything has gone wrong for this guy. Everything.
Well, here's the thing. Part of it is his own doing.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it is how much we put into one position. Part of it is we want the hottest available thing
mm-hmm.
without maybe doing research as much as we should. And so all that came together at the wrong possible time with the wrong possible person.
Yeah.
Right? Because me and Vlad, say what you want about the Jets. We've had this conversation all of last summer about really the same thing about the Jets putting so much on how much better we're going to be with one player. And then I give you Kansas City, who has that one player. He's been playing like crap, and they're still winning.
I think the thing, though, that everybody thought with Cleveland, though, is you guys were a good team. Like, you were a playoff team with Baker Mayfield.
But here, and I'm going to keep making this point. Everybody,
mm-hmm.
organizations, fans, everybody need to understand this. What you did last year is not promised the following year.
I understand, but the thing that Cleveland went and did this, they had to take a PR hit. He had to take a bad PR hit.
You know what the biggest, the thing that hurt Cleveland the most?
What?
Was not getting Deshaun Watson. That was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Was not the injuries they sustained or the guys they got rid of on defense.
Mm-hmm.
It was Nick Chubb getting hurt. Forget what the whole Deshaun Watson situation. And a lot of people are going to put it on him and the organization's decision to bring him in. Keep in mind, Cleveland won the Deshaun Watson thing.
I know.
There were other teams that won it.
The Dolphins looked into it.
Right. But Nick
Chubb
Chubb getting hurt had the biggest impact on that team than all of the other nonsense going on. Than all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it now. I mean, look, they could have kept Kareem Hunt. Look at him.
Yeah.
You see? So they had Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So there's a lot of teams out there that made decisions thinking what everybody else thought.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that make stupid decisions. Like
right.
Last year, anybody could have had Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
They said, nah,
that's all right. Or half the league wanted him to play wide receiver. How about that?
Mo Skrilla. What's up, man?
Can I just say this?
How you doing?
Can I just say this?
Let Mr. Skrilla speak, please.
To have this man tell me who was on the phone waiting, right, was so uncomfortable for him.
Why?
Because it just is.
Mo Skrilla's calling.
You gotta say it with,
Wait, time out.
I feel like if I say it with too much, you're gonna make fun of me too. I'm in a no-win situation. I'm like Alec Ingold. Go ahead, Mo. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. I just want to know where the Dolphins captains at, and why they not holding themselves accountable and holding the coach accountable, because everybody looks lost since Tua have been gone. And you can see. Go ahead, Leroy.
No, you can see it, but here's the thing, like, you think a speech or somebody getting up saying we need to play better is going to make these guys play better? You have a quarterback that only been here for 2 months, a month and a half, right? That's not going to make it better. They're in a bad spot. Sometimes you are just in a bad spot and you have to find a way through it. The way to get through this and the way that they would have been able to get through it is 45 runs and 10 passes. Now, maybe that didn't look pretty. Maybe it wouldn't have been good. But on offense, that was your only consistent success. Find creative ways to run the football. Now, what happened is before Mostert and before young fella,
Jalen Wright.
And before Jalen Wright start running the football, all their runs were outside and they were losing yards. So the problem wasn't the run, it was how you were trying to run the ball. Soon as you started getting consistency running the football, I would have been running it every which way possible and continued to do it, and I would have just won games in the mud. Because guess what? That's what it takes. You do what you got to do to win. Sometimes coaches want style points. Sometimes they want to look like they're geniuses for winning. One of the things you got to give Bill Belichick credit for is he ran it 40 times and threw 8 passes and didn't care. That's how you got to win sometimes. These coaches need to get out of their own damn way. So they should have ran the ball 40 times yesterday, threw 3 passes, and said, got the win, let's go.
What annoyed you the most yesterday, Mo Skrilla?
What annoys me the most, Mike McDaniel. He always looking sad, like a sad puppy on the sideline, like he don't know what the world's going on. You know what I'm saying? That annoys me the most. But one thing, Tobin, you might get your anytime touchdown, because now Tua can see that how to use the tight end.
Maybe.
No, but every time they throw the ball to me, he bat it.
I don't understand.
Why can't he catch?
I gotta tell you, this.
Why can't Julio catch?
I don't know.
Every time he throw the ball, say, "Oh, Julio!"
He must be the greatest blocker of all time.
The ball kicks.
He loves to hold.
He must, he's got penalties, can't catch, but yet he's out there for the most snaps.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Why does the football kick that man's ass?
It's because he's an MMA fighter playing football. I think that's why. I don't know. I'm very confused by it, dude. I'm very confused by it. Thanks, Mo Skrilla.
You have a good day, man. Go Nose.
All right.
No.
Oh, yeah, they going.
Almost a perfect.
Hey, they going.
They're going to beat down City. What you want on your 50 burger?
So he's saying, Leroy subconsciously admitting it's coaching. No, I've always said this.
You called up.
This is nothing new.
You were criticizing this stuff last year with
yes.
him too.
Wait, like, why do people think that I haven't never criticized Mike McDaniel?
Do you think
you got to get out of your just because here? You know, when offensive gurus lose their luster, when they lose, right? Because if you're an offensive guru and you run it 50 times and throw 3 passes, you know what they're going to say? He's finding a way to win these games. He's being creative, right? They're going to give you credit for it anyway.
I was trying to embrace that yesterday. You were yelling at me all last week. I'm like, all right, I'm going to sit back here and watch this
mudball
10-3 win. Right. And they couldn't hold on to the football.
Right. Leroy, the running back. Listen, don't confuse. See, everybody takes these mistakes and we're talking about 2 different things.
But here's the thing, and I don't know, see, Leroy, because we get to a point when you're a professional, right? How much am I supposed to put on Mike McDaniel? Because these players have made some horrendous mistakes the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Fumbles, blown snaps, special teams. My God, the penalties.
Hey, we said last week, We're going to have to go Vlad on their ass.
Man.
With all these special teams mistakes.
Did you see
Streets
when
need a body?
when
Somebody got the bait.
When Pittsburgh got that blocked field goal, how happy they were with their special teams coach. I was like, wow, that must be something.
Who is the special teams coach?
I don't know. They love him though.
No, I'm talking about for the Dolphins.
Oh, Danny Crossman, he sucks.
Wait, didn't the Streets took a body last year with the special teams coach?
Nah, he's been here for 3 years.
Oh, they didn't. So who got? Nobody got.
No,
Fangs left. Fangs was the body.
That's the it.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
They made it seem like it was a mutual parting of ways.
Wow.
Somebody said Tua probably wearing a Guardian hat like Vlad is wearing that Yankees hat. Can I just say this?
Chan wore the Guardian hat.
Can I just say this for folks? Understand what a concussion is. A concussion is your brain jarring inside your head. Understood? So putting something on top of your head doesn't stop that brain from jarring inside of your head.
I liked Achan's helmet though.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
They had to go on a close up. I didn't
He
notice.
did kind of look like Kazoo.
Well, Wes Welker did too. And
Yeah.
they never let him live it down. This is why nobody wants to do it. You guys are the part of the problem.
Hey, you do what you got to do to get on the field.
Take a break. Leroy head on his game balls if he has any. And game bums next. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Leroy, it's time to hand out your game balls and game bumps.
All right. So, my game ball, and to your point, damn, them Canes are fun to watch. I would like to say I could give it to Cam Ward, but I'm gonna give it to the whole offense. Restrepo, Martinez, you got a slew of running backs that Martinez might have one of the best touchdowns I've ever seen.
That was great.
That yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you
fast.
I like that. Right. Yeah. The way you handle them, the offensive line, those are some men up front. You ain't seen that down here in a minute.
Got reinforcements last week too.
Right. So what a fun watch. Right. That's all we're gonna talk about that game. My game bum is gonna go to Cleveland Browns fans.
Bum.
As much as I love you and I have defended you and I tell you how great Cleveland and the fans are and how fun it is to go to a football game, your actions on Sunday were embarrassing. Embarrassing. You should be ashamed, right? If somebody had did that to one of your loved ones, you'd be on TV crying like a baby about how inappropriate it is. But you think because you have a ticket, you can go out there and say and do whatever. I don't care what you think about Deshaun Watson. You could hate Deshaun Watson. You could dislike Deshaun Watson. But that crap of booing a guy when they hurt after he ruptured his Achilles, it's a disgrace.
I think
you should be embarrassed and ashamed.
Is that only topped by Philly cheering Michael Irvin breaking his neck? It's
even worse because it's your guy.
It's bad.
It's a Cleveland Brown. I can look. They're tasteless too, but it was a rival. So you might get something like that every now and then. But your own team?
Oof.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Speaking of, by the way, can we give a game ball to Michael Irvin? Because Michael Irvin,
he is in it.
This
he is
guy,
in it, right?
My
man is in it.
This dude is the best Canes fan. I need at some point, I don't know if the Hurricanes got to put it out or ESPN College Football needs to put it out, but I need somebody to give me the Michael Irvin edit of just every play, every big moment, and just Irvin reacting to it. Because Playmaker is going crazy.
Hey.
Now, it wasn't on all fours like the last game.
While sweating. That dude sweats more than anybody.
Yeah.
He's the Patrick Ewing of fandom.
Look at
he loves
it. That is so not
wait.
needed.
Hey,
right there.
can I just say something? Put
On
that picture
all
back
fours?
up. Can I
Come
put that
on.
picture back up?
Come on.
Hey, Vlad, you'd be hard pressed to find somebody that you could tell their hairline is receding from the side. Am I lying? From the side, dog.
Come on,
From
Mike.
the side.
Michael Irvin was
He was about to get the Sherman Helmsley, man.
Yep.
George
yeah.
Jefferson.
He was,
Weezy!
he was giving the speech to the Canes. He's like, there better not be one empty seat this Saturday. He goes, or he's revoking your credentials as a Canes fan. So better be listening to Playmaker. Canes back at it, 7:00 from the Rock on Saturday against Florida State. Who? Wow, they're bad.
They lost to Manny.
Yep. That's the game I'm most nervous about, to be honest with you.
Really?
Said that.
You know what I'm most nervous about? What game I am? The next one. Just take them. Look, you say you're going to enjoy it. Stop looking 2 or 3 weeks ahead, dude. Worry about this week. I don't care who it is.
Manny's taking on SMU this week, his former offensive coordinator, Rhett Lashlee. How about that?
They put up points.
They do put up points. SMU puts up some points.
Dave South said Blue Chew takes Michael Irving. Blue Chew takes
He
Michael
is
Irving.
the most enthusiastic person.
Yes.
He's been wearing that same shirt every game. He's got a lucky shirt. He's just such a fan. It's so cool. It's really, really enjoyable to see Michael Irvin enjoying it this much.
Right. They say game day would be at Miami Duke if they both win. Yeah.
Really?
So that'll be a Canes campus game day.
Oh my God, that means saving.
You know what's amazing?
Hmm?
The craziest thing about it
What?
is watching how they get those guys from off campus to the stadium.
Yeah.
It's like police escort through traffic because they don't have much time.
Listen, look at this El Borre, who's our resident FSU fan. He's like, kids are going down this weekend. Dude, you don't even believe that.
Hey,
Come on. I appreciate you
you
having
ain't-
to believe in it, but
you
don't
ain't
believe in
gotta lie,
it.
Craig.
You don't believe in that.
You don't
He
believe
lying.
that.
He capping.
Hey,
That's what the kids would say. He's capping. This is what I hate about the game day thing. Does Herb Street have to be at every one of them?
yeah,
Why
that's
you-
the show.
You get annoyed by his travel?
Think about this the other day, right? The one where he was at
Oh, and flew all the way to the West Coast.
he flew out to the West
He was
Coast.
in Oklahoma or Nebraska.
It was in Oregon.
He was
I
in
think it was
Oregon
the
and he went to
Oregon-Ohio
Oklahoma.
State game. And
Then
then
went
he had to fly to Oklahoma.
But it was an
Texas.
afternoon game, right?
But
Yeah.
that was, but the
Then he
game,
went to Oklahoma, Texas, wasn't it?
right, and that was a 3:30 game.
And then he had to do wait.
No, that was it.
Wait, it started Thursday.
But it started Thursday.
He did
for-
Thursday, then he went to Oregon, then he went to Texas. But no, dude, he ain't flying. He has a plane.
But
They-
he
ESPN
but think about this. You got to do the time difference. He only stayed at that at game day for 40 minutes and then flew out.
So you're saying like it's a bit much. He doesn't
It's a
need the
bit
streak
much. He
to
doesn't have to
keep
be-
going.
Come on.
I'm
Unless
with you.
Unless you're doing the nighttime
Hey,
game,
but
you don't have to be at a
Vlad, I'm gonna tell you just like I told Cleveland fans when the Browns told me my next check was gonna be in Baltimore. They say, Kurt, we'll get you to where you need to go. Here's the check. And he say, I'm all in, baby.
Just
I'm all in.
I'm saying for 40 minutes. Come on,
That's,
Tobin.
hey,
Come on,
that's
man.
if your
I'm with you.
employer says just do 40 minutes, but be there, then guess what you do?
He definitely, I don't know, like, I don't know in his payments, I don't know, like, how much of the pie is game day anymore because he's got that Amazon money.
But
and
that
he's
was
obviously the
wait,
lead
keep in mind,
voice.
game
That was
days
the
is-
thing. I know that
right.
was the thing, but now it's McAfee's thing. Like, that's his thing.
Right. It's McAfee and Saban's thing now. If you
Yep.
include, if you
All
really
right,
count.
well, whatever.
I'm just saying. It's
I'm
just,
just saying,
it's just
I
a
miss
bit
the
much.
OG. I got to be honest with you. I miss the OGs. I miss
Corso.
Dez. I miss it being Herb Street. And I mean, they shouldn't put Corso on TV anymore. It's a bit much. Like they put him in the Home Depot commercials. How many takes that take? Respectfully. Maybe it's damage is done on the respectfully, but you guys know what I mean. You're watching that Home Depot commercials. You're all thinking the same thing too.
Hey,
Damage is done.
now they're talking about I would prefer a coach that holds people accountable. Hey, listen, just because they don't hold people accountable to you doesn't mean they're not holding their players accountable when they go into those meetings. Right? Like you would never think Denny would blow up. Oh, Denny calls people out.
I don't know if he does hold his players accountable though.
Why?
He calls them his teammates. He's trying to be too cute.
No, I'm telling you, those are the guys that are the worst in the meetings.
Hmm.
Wait, I give you a perfect example. Have you ever heard Bill Belichick trash a player?
Absolutely.
Only Micah Parsons when they tried to compare him to
No.
Lawrence Taylor.
A team, one of his.
No,
he doesn't. He never did.
I mean,
it.
obviously he had
But-
some frostiness with Tom Brady.
But you go in that meeting room, nobody's untouchable. There's just certain guys do it that way.
All right. Well, all right. Take a break. Back with more for this. All right, welcome back, everybody.
Oh, we're back.
Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. A little cat fever for you coming on in. Cats win this weekend over the Vegas Golden Knights, as the Golden Knights say on their Twitter account. We got Bobrovski'd.
Exciting game. Overtime.
Very exciting. Bob was, man. They were saying this on the broadcast. He looks 26, not 36, with how he's jumping. He's sliding. He's diving all over the place.
I think one of the most amazing things about what he does is how he gets from one side to the other and still stop a puck.
Crazy.
It's one thing to just get over there. Like there's you see a lot of goalies that get over there but just miss, right? I'm talking about he gets from one side to the other and makes great saves all the time.
Oh, Tobin, aren't you happy?
I'm very happy for him.
A mush, you're no longer a mush.
I'm not. I was never a mush. I was never a mush.
A mush no longer.
I don't feel like I ever was.
I gotta tell you,
disagree with it the entire time.
Stanley Cup vindicates a lot of people.
Yep. They win 4-3 in OT. Gustav Forsling had the game winner. They're back at it on Tuesday against the Minnesota Wild.
Early time.
Matthew Tkachuk, good news for him. He is back from his illness. So Matthew Tkachuk back at practice.
Back to doing Matthew Tkachuk things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Hurricanes, they take out Louisville 52-45 to stay unbeaten. They remain ranked 6th. This was one of our favorite highlights. This was Joe Zagacki on the call. Damian Martinez.
This probably deserved a game ball by itself.
Yep.
Like, we should bronze it up. Because if I'm a coach and I want to show what kind of attitude, determination, and power I want my team to play with, then the first play in the first meeting after this game, I'm putting this on the board. And say, this is what we want.
Here was the touchdown from Martinez.
Ward trying to drain the clock. It's down to 3 seconds. He keeps it on the ground. There's a hole for Martinez. That's 25-20. Breaks the tackle. Angles left to the 10. He's to the 5. He's 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Touchdown! Damian Martinez. Superb determination and flexing his muscle to get into the end zone. What a run by Damian Martinez. He just proves he is king of the castle. Miami 51 and Louisville 38.
Man, he would not go down. That would put a nail in it for Louisville. And the Canes, by the way, Leroy, winners of the Howard Schnellenberger Trophy.
Yep.
They were drinking out of the brass boots this weekend. It looked like Gatorade. I don't know if anything else was in there. You know, they're trying to keep
That's
it
all they have available on the sidelines, dude.
Maybe bourbon.
It is Kentucky.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. That right there, I'm telling you. Well, like even me, I just saw that play and I just started smiling. Like, yeah.
It was good.
That brings you back memories.
Is there anything better than running over a person? And then on the way to a touchdown,
making them feel like a
lesser than here's how it goes. I didn't talk trash. I didn't talk during the game. And the whole point of the defense was to try to break you, right? They want to break you so you didn't run as hard, which is fair. That's all fair game, right? But when you get one of those moments, right? When you get one of those moments and you realize that is happening, and then you get up and go, hey, are we still playing football? Oh, you quit? Okay, that's good. I did it. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
You take their will.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
You like that? Come on, Leroy, say that. You take their will, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'll show it to you.
Leroy's being humble. I love that.
It ain't. It's not a matter. It's not a matter of humble because my whole career was confrontational.
Absolutely, as a running back.
Right.
So when you go over a team and and
I run over somebody.
Yeah, they trying to tackle you and you still get to the end zone. You dragging men.
Yeah.
He, I'll tell you another thing that Louisville deserved, because they were down 3 and sacking, and they were already throwing the U upside down. One dude got a sack and then threw the U upside down, snapped it over his knee. I'm like, too much. You're down 3.
Too much.
You gotta have a lead to do that.
Relax.
Relax a little bit. They got a little too full of themselves for that. A little too full of themselves.
Isn't that the thing about having such a good quarterback like Cam Ward? Like, that if a team starts talking trash or starts feeling themselves, that at any given moment, when that man gets the ball, he's gonna humble you.
Yeah. And then he does the thing where he's gonna do one of those crazy shovel passes at one point during the game. And this one, it was his face mask was brought down almost to the ground. He pops up, scoots around, and just goes, whoop! Like he's a magician. He kind of does all the fun things Mahomes used to do. But he's so fun. I love watching him play football. It's ridiculous. I mean, and everybody's just anybody who wants to poo-poo on what the Canes are doing, one, your school better not be suing their own conference. And second of all, I mean, this is great. This guy is being talked about in Heisman conversations. Deserved.
Yeah.
Top 5 pick. Deserved.
You know what the thing that I hate about this is that the kid in Boise State is having himself a year.
Oh, the Haitian sensation,
and,
baby.
And I wish there was a way we didn't have to talk bad about one to promote our guy.
Only Travis Hunter was doing that.
Right.
Travis Hunter was like, running back, schmunning back. You guys have seen that. I was like, geez, all right.
I mean, he is playing every play.
He is playing every play. It is pretty
hurt.
good.
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Sooner or later, it's going to happen to you.
Crazy.
But, yeah. Cam Ward. Now, I have a question for you guys,
Mm-hmm.
especially for Leroy.
What's that?
I mean, with the injury with Deshaun, doesn't look like the Browns' season might.
He's asking if you're going to draft a quarterback next year, which you
can.
obviously are.
Absolutely. Yeah. What are you talking about? It was. You think the injury determined that? you think they weren't thinking that? What the hell's wrong with you, Vlad?
I'm just saying.
You think, if Deshaun Watson was healthy, this wouldn't even be a conversation.
No, I'm just saying with Deshaun, even you're going to draft the quarterback, but say Deshaun had played the season, you might have won a couple more games that you might not win now, so that you're probably going to get maybe the number 1 pick or at least a top 5 pick. At least with Deshaun, you might have been top 10 or maybe top 12.
I think they have their first round picks now.
Right. We
good.
We checked that.
I was just thinking all them picks became available soon as Deshaun Watson.
You were worried that it was going to be a Texans for the
Texans.
The Texans were also going to draft Shedeur Sanders.
They had two top 5 picks, didn't they? Houston.
Yeah. Man. Anyway, it's a Monday football rewind here, which is brought to you in part by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Looking for more power, capability, and technology? With Chevy trucks, you're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Hey, listen to WQM tomorrow as we give away a pair of tickets every other hour to see the Heat on opening night against the Magic. That's, of course, coming up on Wednesday. Keep listening for details on how you could win. That, of course, is going to be the night they unveil Pat Riley Court at the Kaseya Center. 30 years with the Miami Heat for the Godfather, Pat Riley. So if you guys want to go to that, be listening to QAM tomorrow. And we'll give away 2 pairs in this show. I'm feeling Pat Riley trivia. I think that's how I'm giving them away. I got things in the bag that I'm looking forward to try and find some true Heat fans who want to go to opening night. So be ready for that. And we'll have that for you tomorrow. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, guys. How are you?
How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Did you go to the Walmart to listen to the Eras tour?
No, why would I do that?
People do it. People do it.
Wait,
a lot of
people went to the Walmart?
That's a thing, though, with Taylor Swift concerts. People go now to like outside the stadium to try and listen to the concert.
But there's just no way but some people that do it in other cities, they can see a little part of the stage. Here you couldn't really see anything.
No, you'd have to look on the Jumbotron. Like, you'd have to get that corner view on the Jumbotron to see her.
But I had some friends that were on the turnpike during the show, and they could hear very clearly everyone singing.
That's cool.
Crazy.
That's cool.
Hello, Jennifer.
Where were you?
Hello, Leroy.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, so do you want the good news or the bad news?
I don't. Whichever one.
So I went
to
they were staying at the Mandarin Oriental in Brickell. And I go down there and I get down there about 12:30, have lunch, have some fun, talk trash back and forth. And he says I have to leave because they were getting on a bus at 3. And I could have got tickets. The problem was I couldn't get them to you. And I didn't know what to do. So I said, no, thank you, because I didn't want to take the tickets and then not.
You should have took the tickets.
No,
you should have took the tickets.
See,
You
you know me better than that.
You should have taken the tickets.
Hold on, I have to.
You know me better than that.
You could have gone backstage with Tay-Tay.
Wait a minute.
Yes, I also got invited to.
Oh, wait. It was those type of tickets.
Yes.
Those type of tickets.
You should have gone.
No,
I thought
because
I thought he was just old and couldn't.
No,
didn't know how to transfer.
he had his family with him,
Mhm.
and he said they had some friends.
Right.
And I said, just they would, like, I know they would get them. So it was like I was being courteous.
Why are you talking into a like? Are you gonna make an announcement to your?
No, because let me say this. Let me say it. I like.
Leroy's just nervous to say the wrong thing right now.
I knew this, that my decision was gonna piss 2 people off. Jennifer.
Yep.
And my daughter.
Stitchy Mouse.
I mean, it wasn't going to get me angry. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from doing what you were invited to do.
Listen, I was never going because I wanted to hang out with my friend, right? And the fact that I was going to be there from 3 to 12.
Wait, that's what time the concert started?
No, concert started at 7:30. They had to go on the bus at 3.
Well, you would have had to get an escort back to the hotel and then drive back. So maybe
No, I would have just been there until after.
Until Tay-Tay was done.
Yeah, but they said as soon as they played the last song, they're out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Should have gone though, dude. You and Byrne.
No, that's the other thing.
What?
That's my guy. But
so basically, the tickets couldn't have been to anyone else minus you.
Yeah. Well, at the time,
and you couldn't take your daughter.
And you didn't want
because I was already there.
Didn't you have a dance this weekend?
I was already downtown.
Oh,
I was already in Brickell.
You didn't want to go up.
I was in Brickell.
Jeez, that's a drive.
Right.
Why would they stay in Brickell when the performance was
hold
in
on.
Hard Rock? It's crazy.
I was at their hotel.
So
I'm saying, why would they stay there? It's so far with all the traffic.
So I don't know, they were staying in the middle of nowhere.
What do you want Tata to say? El Palacio?
Yeah.
Stadium Hotel?
She could have easily stayed at like Sunny Isles or something. It was much closer.
I don't even know.
Brickell.
And to be honest with you, I don't even know if she was there.
At the hotel?
Yeah.
I'm sure Tata.
I don't know because they didn't like. He didn't like. I only had one rule: don't tell nobody where I'm staying.
I wouldn't do that either.
So was there any way you could have gotten the tickets to Jennifer and Jennifer? Get your daughter.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna say, hey, here, but it was like it
was a whole ordeal.
It was a whole ordeal.
I would have picked her up so quick.
No, but you would have to come meet me.
That she would have definitely.
That's fine too.
I didn't want.
I would drive miles.
You could have met at a secret location.
What I want to know
I didn't know how to get it done, but I would say this:
could have called me.
Very few people that I've met or hung out with that I was more interested in his story than he was of mine.
Right. I want to know.
Like he was asking me questions. He was asking me questions, and I was more like, how did that? Because he's been with her since the beginning.
Yeah.
So the real question is he tired of Deshaun Watson?
We didn't even, dude. Think about this.
He was supposed to be happy that day, Tobin.
We didn't even talk about it. Well, all we talked about was when.
Yeah, of course you want to keep the vibes up.
Yeah.
Why would you want to bring it up?
Yeah. But listening to him talk, he's like, she is a unique human being with how she takes care of everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah. And he was telling me stories like he know bands that have had great guitarists and they just change.
Did you bring up to him that some fans didn't think the last album was quite up to snuff?
Well, you know what?
What?
You know what I said?
Not my words.
Here's what I said.
Tobin.
Here's what I said. I said I have a whole different level of respect for what she does and what you guys do because it's all about music. It's all about your own music. It's all about touring, and it's like old school kind of band thing, right? That's cool. That's unique. Like,
where's she go now? Where is the next stop on the Eras tour?
Toronto.
Jesus, that's where they go.
Yeah.
So they go for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Miami to Toronto. Jeez.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I guess they don't have a tour bus, so they probably just fly everything. Yeah. I mean, except for the band equipment.
I mean, she could take a bus.
She could take a bus, but you think she's driving?
She's gonna fly.
No, because guess what? She probably went to like when Kansas City played on Monday night. Remember, she flew out on Monday. She's probably in her own plane, dude.
Think she wanted to be in Santa Clara yesterday?
No, I think she likes doing what she does.
She's not gonna stop.
That's clear. And the one thing is, so I have a couple of picks for you. Guitar picks. And then they were telling me about these bracelets, right? Mm-hmm. So they give you a bracelet when you go into the stadium.
The light up ones?
Yeah, and they're controlled by them.
Yeah.
And so like
cool.
just
I still have mine.
You'll just be sitting with the bracelet and it'll mysteriously start blinking or going off on colors. They're controlling it to make the stadium look a certain way.
Sounds like Mike McDaniel calling plays.
What?
Blinking all over the place.
No. First of all, the light has never gone off. Dude, can I just say this?
Leroy sounds like he's a Swiftie now.
No, like I've always been.
Well, definitely not. If he blew her off.
No, I didn't.
I can't believe you did that, Leroy. Oh my god.
I know.
How many people do you think Tay Tay is?
Can I just tell you what I thought? Here's the honest. What I thought. I thought there would be somebody else that was far more appreciative if I couldn't get the tickets to who I needed to get them to.
Counterpoint. If nobody can get the tickets, why not go hang out with Tay Tay?
I'm not like I wouldn't be hanging out with her.
Oh, I think you would be, dude.
No,
but you would be hanging out with Bernie.
See, I know how things work with you. I know how things work. I know how things work with you, and you would have ended up with Tay-Tay's cat by the end
All
of
I'm
the night.
saying is this.
Just hold it. Just go. No.
If you went with your daughter, she's getting a picture with
I didn't know if I could get like that's just it.
You should have asked Leroy.
No.
You guys were friends.
All you had to do is all you had to do is say to the guy, "You want more Belichick stories?" Boom.
But it wasn't.
Leroy, you would have been man of the year and dad of the year if you got the tickets for JFig.
I do realize that, but you guys like Tobin understands.
Like you think I don't understand your predicament.
No, it just how
it's
I
not
am.
a predicament. He doesn't like to. He doesn't.
Because
he doesn't like the. He doesn't like the hubbub. He doesn't like to be.
The last time we went somewhere, we went to a thing at the Hard Rock, and some guy wanted to fly us to Monaco.
If it doesn't involve,
yes.
If it doesn't involve golf and food,
Redford? What is this? Indecent proposal?
No, remember the guy that said, "Hey, you guys should come to Monaco."
No, he's like a Michigan fan. But if it doesn't involve golf and food, Leroy really can't be bothered unless it's like a slam dunk for somebody. He'd rather be in his jacuzzi than with the Swifties. That's just how it is.
I mean, if somebody were to offer me a plane ticket, I would possibly not take it. Tickets to a concert?
It's not that, right? Like, I know that if I couldn't get the tickets to where they needed to be, right? That me going, somebody else could have definitely gotten a bigger
kick out of it.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah,
but counterpoint, nobody was like. This isn't like you're taking somebody's thing.
I didn't know that.
You're with the guitarist.
I didn't know that.
Leroy.
And the tickets weren't. I don't think they were coming from him.
Leroy,
listen,
let me ask you this. I don't know your friend, but say your friend, same position, and the artist was Beyonce. Would you go? That's the point. That's it. You would have gone, right?
But can I just say,
I'm just saying. All of a sudden,
here's the other thing, though.
He's a singer.
Here's the other thing.
Put a ring on it now.
Here's the other thing, though. That those conversations would have been totally different. No, I'm not saying because of that. I'm just saying the people that I know who might be in that clique, the tie-in to all of this is Cleveland. You see, it's not somebody knowing somebody knowing somebody. The tie-in is Cleveland. And so it just would have been a different environment, a different, the tie-in would have been different. Like when somebody says, "Oh, I'm from Cleveland," you have 15 minutes of conversation about Cleveland and about where you were and before.
Yeah, we get it. You guys like Ohio,
right? So it's a different vibe. Like, I can't explain it.
You think he was cheering for the injury yesterday?
Huh?
I said, "Do you think he was cheering for the injury yesterday?"
We didn't. That's the thing. We never talked about.
You don't know that.
We never talked about Cleveland. But I did. Let me see my last thing. No, this is by the way, BK will be back this week.
What do you mean he's going to be back?
Coming back down.
Oh, cool. Like he's coming back down, or he's coming on the show?
He'll come on the show.
Hey, bro.
Rough Browns and Dolphins game. I'm coming back next weekend.
Oh, is he coming for the FSU game?
Oh my God, that Thanksgiving game could be disgusting.
What?
Browns Dolphins.
No,
I'm sorry. That's Packers.
It's Packers.
That Sunday night games could be disgusting.
Yeah, they're probably gonna flex that.
I'll be there.
The way things are going, they're gonna flex that. You're gonna get home earlier.
I'll be there.
Saw all those Tay-Tay outfits.
No, I wasn't nowhere near.
I saw it on Twitter. She had
One of the first night she wore green and orange.
I did. I saw she was wearing some Canes colors.
Yeah.
Looked like it was fresh out of our boy Ara's place at A&T Dry Cleaners, dude.
Wait, so does she do the same show every night? So she probably wears the same.
I don't know.
No, she wore different outfits every night.
I don't know what the
so she wears a whole.
And she brought out new ones for let's say Reputation was like the only one that didn't have a new outfit, and she wore one.
Leroy, you know all these artists cape for whatever city they're in.
Well, I
There's-
know. I thought they just drop them off to dry cleaners.
Usually you just wear the custom jersey that they give you. She goes a little bit more. But man, let us tell you about our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. For the best dry cleaning in South Florida, use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. 40 plus years owned and run.
That is right. All you got to do is call our boy Ara at 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. Dry cleaning. They have a seamstress on site. Halloween costumes, kids' uniforms. Teachers need your wardrobes taken in, lose a little weight. Need same-day sewing. Give them a call, 954-610-9383. All alterations are different. So give him a call, give him a heads up. He'll hook you up.
Yeah, that's the great thing about R. You could just hit him up. You could text him. He can give you that whole situation and tell you how it's going to go that day. That's the great extra special touch that you have there at A&T Dry Cleaners. And he's got an extra special deal for our audience out there, all right? Because he is a fan of the show. He basks in the silly sauce, all right? Ara is giving you guys 25% off your order if you mention the Tobin and Leroy show. You mentioned you heard this ad on the Tobin and Leroy show. You're getting 25% off your order at A&T Dry Cleaners. They serve all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach counties. So you use A&T Dry Cleaners. Once you use them, you'll never want to launder your own clothes again. Again, that number, 954-610-9383, A&T Dry Cleaners.
Well, all right. I guess we're not going to do a Marcos mixed bag. Hello. Vlad, you don't hear me? Okay. This is just great. I love the technical difficulties here on the show. Oh, look. Great. Okay, so everybody hears me on Twitch. Okay, just want to make sure. See, okay, because there's music playing.
These guys are hobnobbing.
Wow, welcome back.
Good damn day. Like they're stealing my cousin. What's going on with that?
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, everybody. And the Dolphins, they lost 16-10 to the
Do we have to talk about
Colts. Yeah, I'm going to hear a little bit from Mike McDaniel here for the mixed bag.
Really? All right.
Mike McDaniel, he was asked about Tua coming back after the game.
Did he say, yes, finally?
Here is Mike.
I think tonight when we're talking about a game that people played in, I think it's talking about guys on IR. I don't think is appropriate. Doesn't hit me right. So I'll be more than happy to address that tomorrow. But tonight I'll try to keep it about guys tonight.
Okay, dude. Trust me, Tim Boyle's feelings aren't going to be hurt. Mike, what do you think about Tua?
Wait a minute.
Mike, what do you think about Tua coming? Oh, thank you, God. Oh, thank you. Oh, I miss him so much.
Well, can I add a negative Nancy twist to this?
Sure.
Before he got hurt, he wasn't that good.
That one game. He was. He was not.
Yeah.
It's not been that one game.
And they haven't scored more than 21 points all year.
I know.
It's been since that Jet game last December.
He's right. That's true.
They haven't really looked well.
That's true.
I don't. And here's the thing.
But they are as healthy on offense as they have been once he comes back.
Yeah. But here's the problem. The problem is that the things that failed you last year are still there. You had other issues that kind of put that on the back burner, that you had more pressing issues, i.e. quarterback, running game, what have you. But the issues that you had when Tua was healthy are still there. Now, here's the interesting thing. I'm curious to see now that the quarterbacks refuse to throw to the wide receivers and only throw to tight ends, that when Tua comes back, if they realize that that's a valid option and use that to open up things even more, right?
I think the first thing they're going to do is
hand the ball off.
No, I think the first thing when Tua comes back is they're
Throw
going
it to
to Tyreek Hill. Like they're getting the cheetah loose.
Okay.
Been too long.
But there's ways of doing that. Like you can get anyone open.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get them open by just running them down the field. You understand that?
Whatever. He's gonna give.
I'm just telling you how it works.
I'm telling you. They're taking a Bombski shot right off the bat when Tua comes back.
That's definitely gonna happen.
Definitely.
Believer, under your theory,
yeah,
we can't expect it just to immediately click, right?
Different situation though. First of all, this is this year. The defense has been playing pretty good because they only gave up 30 points once.
No, defense just played very
well. Your running game is intact.
Yep.
Okay. And now you're adding a quarterback who threw for 4,600 yards. The same quarterback, not a new one. So the situation is different. Now, all the things I said about all the other stuff are accurate, that you still have some of the issues that you put on the back burner because you had other more pressing issues. But this situation is a lot different than what I said was going on with the Jets, because you wanted to take a quarterback, interject him into a new team, new offense, new organization, and say, he's not the old guy. Everything's going to get better.
No, I wasn't talking about the Jets. I'm just saying the fact that he's been out for 4 weeks. So the
yeah,
fact
but it's
that,
still the same team, same offense.
But when struggles like that offensively happens, you usually say yes. It takes time for the connection to happen.
It does,
especially
but
when you
here's
miss time.
what it all can do. A lot of players will tell you this, right? That sometimes being injured and sitting back and watching and critiquing the position from outside looking in helps you when you get back. Leroy, you've been wrong for 7 weeks. I mean, how? There's a certain way that I thought the Dolphins would play, and I thought it would be ugly football. But the fact of the matter is that I think that they could have been more creative. This was the time for Mike McDaniel to be as creative as physically possible running the football.
Mm.
And he wasn't. Tyreek nor Waddle got the ball running the football.
One time.
When you have all that pressure inside, when you're gashing them inside and they start squeezing, because defense is naturally, you're going to squeeze it. Then you fake and then use the speed. Yeah.
That's when Tua comes back. Better fix this.
I mean,
better fix
it.
Right
Yeah. Wait. Here.
He ain't coming.
Let's do
he ain't
Let's
coming
do
back.
this. Vlad, I'm going to be honest with you. On a scale from 1 to 10, how positive are you that things are going to just pick up when Tua gets back?
Things?
Yeah, like just the offense. It's not the defense, just offense.
I'm pretty confident the first week back it's going to be humming.
The number is 1 to 10. Play the damn game
10.
and stop being.
Wait a minute. You have a 10?
Hold on. And now let me give you my honest, my fair. I'm going to give it 6.5.
Hold on. See, this is why I just asked you. I just asked you this question. This is why this gets frustrating. Now I feel like Leroy against Leroy.
It's him. It's not me.
How do you know?
It's him. I told you.
No,
You didn't
I
even
can
play the game right. You
understand
gave me
Tobin.
0.5.
I understand Tobin.
It said 1 to 10.
No, I understand.
It's 6.5. It's 6.5, not 1 to 10.
Pick a whole number.
But I can understand Tobin being positive like that. He's Tobin. But I just asked you, how quickly will this offense get going with Tua coming back? Right?
Yeah.
And then you say 6.5.
Yeah, that's not like you think I should be 10?
If you think it's going to be going.
Well, right now the position's playing at a 1.
Well,
so 6.5 is great.
The reason why I'm shocked by that.
Here's why. Because
but this answer by you is the team wasn't scoring that many points when he was playing before.
That's why it's 6.5 and not 10. Because I'm acknowledging the fact that what they were doing when he was healthy. But here's the thing,
They're
though.
playing the Cardinals.
Keep in mind all the other guys, all the other injuries going on at the time. Right? So Tua was healthy and everybody else was hurt, banged up. So now you got your running game. You got everybody on the outside. You got a tight end who you didn't use when the season started. So there's a lot of different options, but still Tua has to knock the rust off. 6.5.
Oh, he's going to knock the rust off. All right.
Well, you're making an assumption. I'm not. That's why I say 6.5.
Well, yeah, I'm making an assumption. I think
right?
Tyreek Hill's
now,
gonna go.
Let's be clear. If we had 4 confidence, the last 2 weeks, you win those games.
If we had 4, like the ranking 4?
No, 4, like a level 4 confidence. Our confidence was Zippo.
Yeah, my confidence was fine. It was the fact that they kept turning the ball over.
Then that's not confidence.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, I
didn't
was
know who was going to. Right.
Like
it's unfortunate who turned the ball over, the running backs.
It's kind of like what's that commercial for the insurance with Chaos? Who walks around?
Oh,
I'm a raccoon.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming.
I'm a raccoon in your attic.
You know? Let's hear from Zach Sieler. First time I saw Zach Sieler look small was yesterday when he tried to bring down Anthony Richardson. He did have a fumble recovery. Nose for the football. But
hey, why did the guy rip his helmet off and they called nothing?
I don't know. But here was Zach Sieler on Tua coming back.
I mean, it's great. I mean, I think Huntley and Boyle did a great job.
Why?
Things to clean up, but I think they did a great job today. There's no doubt Tua's an amazing, one of our best quarterback, and the energy that we're going to get from him back is going to be incredible. But I still think we can win plenty of games with these two as well.
No, you can't. Stop saying things that aren't true.
Here.
Tired of being lied to.
You know what this is? He is Tobin playing deep football.
Ridiculous.
That's what you did. What, is that any different than saying 10?
That's when Eric Spoelstra lies to us. He goes, we have enough.
Wait. No.
What?
Don't you deflect and talk about other folks. We talk about you right now.
What about me?
You can't call him a liar and then I say, what is your comp? 10.
Yeah, because I'm tired of watching Tim Boyle.
Doesn't even,
threw it out of bounds on 4th down.
When you say, man.
Just throw a pick 6, Tim.
Yeah, at that point, nobody cares.
Yeah, who cares?
You know what I hate? I hate fourth down in the game plays where you don't even give the guy a chance. Right? I think that's the most frustrating.
Here's what Tua needs to go to Mike McDaniel. And he goes, and Mike McDaniel's probably gonna be sad in his office crying.
Why is he crying?
Because he believed in Ingold too much.
Wait.
And he's gonna go.
That might be the greatest line ever in the history of football analysis. He goes, "Hey, Ingo, I'm seeing your name too much in the stats. Like too much. It's like your plays are impact winning. They're not on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
So why you call it? You basically call him Eric Spoelstra.
You think when he was
He's not supposed to show up in the box score.
So you call him Drew? Was it Drew Smith?
He is supposed to be. He's supposed to be like Drew Smith.
So hold on, you're saying when he's watching film of this game and he sees the play when Ingo fumbles the ball, he's gonna cry like waterworks. It's gonna happen.
I think he finds Mike McDaniel in his office at 6 a.m. Film's already on. He's got a couple of empty Red Bulls in there.
He's smoking a cigarette.
or a vape pen.
And Tua goes to me, he goes, come here. He smacks him in the face. He goes, just like you picked me up, I'm going to pick you up. Let's go get these Cardinals.
Slaps him in the face.
Slaps him in the face.
Sound like a pick me up.
Wakes him up.
Wait, all of a sudden, baby Tua, the nice young,
with his double ink sleeve tattoo,
He just rocks. All of a sudden, he turns into the Rock.
I think we should just make a cartoon movie of Tobin's vision of the world, things, like the sports world, the things he thinks are actually happening in sports versus what is happening.
What do you think is happening?
What do you mean?
Reality.
What do you mean?
I think on the way home, Tua and Mike sat next to each other.
Yep.
Looked at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tua nodded his head and went back in the back. That's it.
He goes, Tim Boyle can't hurt you anymore.
You look at him like this. Good luck. Look. He just went over to him like this. Tim Boyle will never do this to you again.
That's so uncomfortable.
It really got uncomfortable.
You see what I mean? I'm telling you, this needs to be a cartoon. Somebody help me with this.
I don't know what channel it would be on. Definitely
it's just
Cartoon Network.
No, just all we need to do is and just call the show Cartoon Hot Takes. That's it. Your version of life.
Yeah.
Is so off. With everything that we talk about.
It's not. It's not. Trust
me. Even with our bits. Could be something, could be nothing. That would be like segment 2 in a cartoon.
Trust me when I tell you,
Leroy's got something here.
Yes.
I could actually see a cartoon of you seeing the Dolphins play the Super Bowl, right? And you have the choice of picking 38-35 loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're chewing on it. That'd be the third segment.
Or 13-12 victory.
Right.
It's almost
because the 72 Dolphins won some stinkers.
I mean, they won.
But that's all they had back in the day.
Didn't they win a Super Bowl 14-7?
Let me tell you something. Zonk's not happy.
About what?
And he's been watching plenty of ugly football.
No, he's not happy they're not winning.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not happy about the ugly football.
He doesn't like the ugly football.
72 Dolphins, they played some ugly football games. But they won. Nobody cared. You mysteriously care.
Here was Zonk. Looks like we're off to a good start on the scoreboard, but still seeing basic fundamental mistakes that are hard for me to watch. Hashtag MIA versus IND. Hashtag fins up.
I know he does about 17 hashtags.
And then, after it all was over, another tough loss today. Maybe we'll get lucky next week against the hashtag Arizona Cardinals. Hashtag fins up. Now, Tua walks right into that QB room. I'm telling you this today. And he looks at Tim Boyle. He goes, hey, hit the bricks, OOB.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Again.
What's more exciting when he walks into the room Wednesday? Into the locker.
Well, he's been there.
No, but like he's in, he's.
I think like Tyreek.
QB1.
Here, can I just tell you what happened?
Is it Tyreek and Waddle? Is it the defense? The O-line?
Everybody.
The coaching staff?
I would say this. Tyreek and Jalen Waddle met him at the front door.
Yeah, can we get you anything, Mr. Tungavailoa? Anything? You want a lemon water? Anything?
What do you say? Uno. Come on in.
Let me run, baby. So tired of being a decoy. Imagine all that running you're doing. You know you're never going to get the football.
Dude, I have Jalen Waddle on my fantasy team.
Oh, dude. His game log is rough. Notice I haven't even blamed him today, though.
What was there to blame? He had no targets.
Were you proud of yourself for that?
I was proud of myself. But, he didn't really have anything to criticize. You wouldn't barely know that he was on the team. They decided to throw to Odell Beckham Jr., which, by the way, that guy has no interest in being on the football.
Hey, what? Like, does he not want to catch it?
Get him to Love Island.
Fleece.
But did they not? I mean, they didn't fleece him like Fuller.
No, definitely not. But he's just like, I'm here.
Jordan Poyer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You had a pretty good game. You're gonna be shocked. And I was really hoping
Eichenberg.
Yes.
Eichenberg.
He really did.
An offensive face mask. I didn't even know there was a penalty.
It's a face mask. Who cares who does it?
I didn't know. I never hear offense getting.
You usually hear you know why? Because they don't. Here's why. Oh my goodness. Because they don't call it face mask. They usually call it illegal hands to the face. That's why.
They didn't call it that though.
In most cases, that's what they call it. He called it face mask. Well, because when you saw him, he jerked on it like he was riding a bull. Has OBJ caught a pass yet? No, he doesn't seem too interested in that football.
Jalen Waddle, after his 109-yard opening day, 41 yards, 26 yards, 36 yards, 46 yards. Yesterday, 11 yards.
Yeah, well, you know what? That also coincides with,
Not blaming him, just reading numbers.
Who's calling? Oh, I see what you're trying to do. I didn't even think you were doing that until you brought it up.
What?
Again.
What was I doing?
Next week's episode of cartoon characters.
What do you mean, dude?
I'm just
saying, a cartoon character.
Dude, can I just tell you?
Oh, fat cat.
You need. Oh, when you call somebody fat cat and they just put the big old cartoon cat on the screen.
That's Jason Sanders.
What? I think it's more accurate to hit the.
I won't
the
name
bar.
names, but somebody on this show was quite profane when it came to a certain kicker yesterday.
Who?
I'm not gonna say names.
Vlad?
Nope.
Oh, jeez, Jennifer.
Potty mouth.
Out of nowhere.
Yep.
What did she say?
Oh, she went.
Oh, Sanders got some haymakers. Let's just say that.
She lost her damn mind.
JFig.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't even know she knew those words.
Oh my.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
And wait, and look, wait.
Forgot I said that.
That wasn't demure. Was it demure?
So
It was not demure, okay?
He does the hand over face, believing
I'm
Sanders.
Cuban, not demure.
Right? And then here come the other two. Fat cat bum. In the dome, Sanders.
They
in a
supported
blue
what I
dome.
said.
Then following. No, this is not. These are the other two. Then
supported.
Jordan Poyer, double agent.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tobin's happier time. Something about the post-loss Publix run that is therapeutic. Everyone in Finn's gear here, so sad and ashamed, but not alone. One guy wearing a Gasecki Finns jersey. Oof.
That's all
I
got.
wanted to respond to that, but I'm like, no.
By the way, it turned out to be a married couple because
what was
she
she
was
wearing?
also wearing just a standard white Finns jersey.
Oh, they both had Gasecki?
They looked like they had both just had a fight with each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Rick and Becky were not having a good time at Publix.
Rick and Becky.
But I don't blame them. I wanted to tell Rick and Becky, I'd be like, hey, it's not your fault. This is Tim Boyle's fault. Okay. You guys are only fighting right now because of the Dolphins. But I was wearing my Dolphins hat. They kind of gave me that, it was that 2-4 look,
Now, you want to look at the brighter side?
We got to take a break. Then you can tell me about the brighter side.
Oh,
let's
so that means no, not right now.
No.
Okay.
Take a break. Back after this. God, I can't wait till Wednesday. I need a cleanse. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's get to headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. All right, you want to give me a brighter side, you said? I'll let you clean your fingers from the jalapeno popper cheese puffs.
Oh, man. My meals are numbered. No, you can't eat after dinner.
You gonna gorge today?
No, I just do my same
Stop
thing.
for some empanadas on the way home.
I try to eat dinner before 7 anyway. So, but they say don't eat before 12. But when they say that, when 12 o'clock come, now you thinking about it, even if you never ate at 12.
Munchies.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got it locked and loaded. I got me some. I got some ice cream at home, but not just any ice cream. Founder's favorite, and they got cinnamon toast something from Cold Stone. Yeah, I watched some football and shut it down. All right, here's the exciting thing.
Bright side. Give me the bright side.
Regardless of what you think about what has happened this far in the season, regardless of how you want to fire everybody, and I mean you want to fire everybody, regardless of how much you hate everything going on with the Dolphins right now, there's still 11 games left. Like, and let's not act like in recent years you haven't seen this team run off 5-6 wins. And here's the thing. The way football is right now, it doesn't matter who you play. I don't care what you think of strength of schedule. I don't care what you think about how hard this team is going to be or how difficult this is going to be or whatever.
Right.
Any team can beat any team. If you go on a run.
Theoretically, if I were to just give you something right here. So the Cardinals this week, can they win that game?
Yeah, they could have won last week too. That's
Fair.
why
I'm just asking. With two,
you want us to play? That's win.
No,
that's a loss.
that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing.
Even
I'm just saying theoretically.
Even JFig looked up and went. Now you got the smirk.
Do you think they're gonna win?
Huh? Yes, they can win any game.
What about at Buffalo the week after that?
Yes.
So, Leroy, don't fall for the way he's asking the question.
No. Because listen, he was being honestly, he wasn't really doing it. Then all of a sudden I mentioned it, and then he got the smirk, the cartoon smirk.
Week 10,
week
Monday Night Football.
We're on week 3 of our cartoon show.
Week 10, Monday Night Football. Can they run off 3 straight against the Rams?
The Rams are terrible.
Yes.
And they're not much better than the Raiders who gave them the game.
All right, if they beat Buffalo, they're going on a run.
Yeah. I agree. Because then you got the Raiders.
Is that far-fetched that they could beat Buffalo?
Everything feels far-fetched right now. I mean, I'd like to see Tua back right now.
It's kind of far-fetched against Buffalo. They got.
I don't think. See, you guys are looking at these other teams differently than I do.
We need to get over
the NFL. Anybody like it's crazy how the season. Remember how the season started? Everybody's like, "Woo! I didn't see this. I didn't."
Could go either way though, because you got the Bills. They always kick the Dolphins' ass, and then you got the Rams. But the bigger opponent there for the Dolphins is not really the Rams. You want to know what it is?
What?
Primetime.
Oh, so now you play against primetime. Okay.
You are playing against primetime. PTT is a thing, and we've had a problem with PTT. Primetime Tua.
How about primetime player? He's not.
He hasn't been.
There's always something with you, bro.
What? That's the facts.
You know what?
Can I just say this?
It's not even a critique. It's more of a compliment. It's amazing.
I think the last time Tua won on primetime, but like really delivered on primetime, not like squeaked one out. Because I know he won the last time he had a concussion.
The Pittsburgh Steelers game.
He won that Pittsburgh, but that was really no Igbenogany won
Right.
that game. Really, if you think about it.
And
But
where's
when
he
he
now?
came back, when he came off the bench on Thursday Night Football to beat Lamar Jackson, that was a PTT game. But Flores didn't even want to be PTT.
So what you're saying is that he hasn't had a PTT game with Mike McDaniel. And so is Mike McDaniel a PTT coach?
Oh, no.
Wait, how?
So if you
wait, how long?
So
because
if you don't have a PTT coach
Vlad,
and you don't have a PTT quarterback, how are you supposed to win the PTT
we
games?
used to say this about a lot of other players until we didn't. Right? So, like, how many games before? Because, like, we used to say about Josh Allen. Like, oh, yeah, they start off great and then blah, 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 blah. Then they made it to a championship game. Right? And now we're going to move the bar on him and say, well, he can't get past Kansas City. But then we say Joe Burrow is a primetime player. Meanwhile,
I would agree Joe Burrow is a primetime player.
Other than that 1 year, they haven't been very good.
No, he was good on primetime this year.
2 years?
He's been very impressive on primetime.
They went to the AFC Championship game the following year.
I think most people would say.
Oh, so they went Super Bowl, AFC Championship game?
Yes.
I would say more people want Joe Burrow in primetime than you would the 1 o'clock slate. 1 o'clock, Joe Burrow, nothing special.
4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah. PTB. That's something.
Not PTT.
Not yet. Not saying it can't happen.
But is it not? Make up your mind. Is it PTP or PTMCD?
It's PT. No,
Primetime McDaniel?
Yeah.
Hard to say. You can just go PTM, by the way.
PTM.
You don't have to go.
It's PTM and PTT.
So, but does it, like, we used to say that? Wait, now keep in mind. You know, we used to say it about
Kirk Cousins.
Coach for Kansas City.
Andy Reid.
He could have won the Super Bowl, not the primetime games though.
Primetime, nope, because they would say every time you get to them big moments.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
Okay.
But what Tobin is including is the playoffs and the regular season big games. So right now, if he can win the regular season big games, then it'll give him a better confidence to see that what can happen in the playoffs.
Oh, baby steps?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So we're not there yet.
Step one, be the Cardinals.
So let me ask you this question. When is your time schedule as far as when this should be happening?
What do you mean?
How long should it take?
For Tua to
for anyone. Let's have a standard rule. Like after X amount of time, you either are or you aren't.
I've been told he has no symptoms from the reporters, that he has had no symptoms basically since this has happened, which means I'm expecting a Cardinals ass kicking immediately.
So you expect
No. Did you even hear my question?
I didn't really understand it.
I'm like, you said somebody is not a PT tier, but can be. I said, so what's the time frame of when this should be happening?
when you can happen?
Yeah.
I would say every PT you have a chance to redeem yourself.
Hold on.
So, but you got to win more than one.
Of course.
Right. So what's the time frame where you can establish? Guess what?
Where is he right now?
We've been saying this about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins been balling.
Right. He's 0-1 right now.
Wait a minute.
This year.
Time out.
Embarrassed on national television.
And it's not only 0-1. It's also last year they didn't have a good.
They
did not do very well in prime time. So
they had the Monday Night Meltdown.
Right.
All right. They lost to the Buffalo Bills. Remember what they had? Remember Sunday Night Football against the Chargers?
What about
ruined that season 2 years ago? You and I were at a sports bar.
Niners.
Oh, that was yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was with
That was when Tyreek Hill took that fumble and then took it to the house.
And then you lost the Charger game.
Chris.
The Bills.
What are you doing, Chris? Run this back. Here you go.
What?
This is what happened. This is what happened right here. If it was a win in a primetime game that they needed against a plus 500 team who also there's some rules lost to this?
Yes. I mean, look, if you beat the Rams, who aren't very good right now on primetime, it's not the greatest PTT, but we'll take anything we can get right now.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
See what I'm saying? There's always going to be rules.
The real primetime.
Hold on, Tobin. I was with you until you
What do you mean?
say that.
No, because it's Chris's fault. It's Chris's fault.
No, because
Chris, I'm saying Chris just put this on
the real Tua primetime.
Right now.
I'll tell you exactly. The real Tua primetime test. It's coming on Turkey Day, baby.
Green Bay against Jordan Love, the guy that everybody thought was
at
better
Green
than him.
Bay. That is your real primetime Tua test.
Thanksgiving, it'll be like, I'd say anywhere from 35 to 45.
What if it's colder?
It'll be 35 to 45.
What if it's colder? I said.
It's not gonna be colder than that. It's Thanksgiving, dude.
Okay. It was nice yesterday in Green Bay. It was like 72.
No, but it'll be okay. But
Did you see Jim Irsay get mad yesterday because they couldn't open? I didn't even know the roof could open.
Wait,
What, they can't open
Jim Irsay's still the owner?
Of course. Come on, man.
Oh, you didn't see his tweets?
No.
He was really mad. So
Oh, they can open that roof?
I didn't know that. Yeah, they could open that roof, but apparently I don't think they do it very often. And one of the sides couldn't open. And so it was stuck. So they had to close it back up. But Jim Irsay, this was let's see, hold on. Jim Irsay. What was the tweet? It sounded like someone was getting fired.
Like Vince McMahon style? Your ass is fired.
Here's Jim Irsay. Roof closed, quote, due to operational issues. Very disappointing. Apologies to our fans. Window open. Someone's getting
It's
fired.
not a car, dude. You just you said the top won't go down. The top won't come down. Just roll down the window.
Oh,
actually, it's cheaper.
What?
To open up the roof.
Is it? No AC?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I think they always.
I honestly had no idea. When I went there, I was like, I didn't know this thing could retract.
Was it a nice day in
Yeah, supposedly it was a really nice day in Indianapolis. I know it's rare because that place sucks, but
I mean, like you know, people aren't too fond of where you live too, right?
that's not true because they all keep moving down here.
Come on, bro. Come on.
There's just more traffic every day.
Let's
More
keep it a
people.
buck here,
I
Leroy.
thought that.
Indy versus.
Listen, I'm just trying to throw fairness out there, but you know,
admit it. Out of all
the Midwest is different.
Out of all the places you played football in, you love the fact that you retired in Miami, South Florida.
I came down here because I love that I can just do whatever I want and
Golf.
not be bothered.
Yeah,
right. Because once you say you don't play for the Dolphins or didn't play for the Dolphins, people leave you alone.
Look how happy your boy is not coaching. Look at him.
So that's a smile.
Not coaching.
That's a Bill Belichick smile.
Not coaching.
Look,
24-year-old
teeth.
girlfriend.
Zero teeth. Look at that.
Nope.
That's a Bill Belichick smile.
What did you say about his girlfriend?
I said that's not. I said his personality right now is not coaching and having a 24-year-old girlfriend.
What kind of conversations they're having?
He's not having many conversations, dude. He's just cranking out the blue chew.
Oh no.
Hey, Bill, promo code Show Pony. 3 months.
I'm on it.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hey, Leroy.
Yes.
Can we get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm? YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultation 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Woo, it's quite breezy out there. Some birds just not moving. Look at the birds out there. Just gliding. They ain't even got a flap to stay in the air. I would say it's partly cloudy. Winds are coming out of the east in some fashion by the looks of this plane taking off.
I see it.
Right?
Yep.
So it looks like it's kind of east-southeast. It's been very pleasant the last couple of days. Not a lot of humidity. A little bit cooler in the mornings. I think I got a 72 on Sunday. Nice.
Okay. Avoiding life. That bird right there.
Oh, that bird.
That was JFig to worry about.
Yeah. Look, I'm like, come on, guys. She's not at work today. Come on, we can play.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
But as usual, like yesterday, we got a couple of stray showers. It was weird. So it could be a stray shower or two. But other than that, it's right at probably around 80, 85 degrees. In the mornings, it's been 70, 75. Nice, pleasant weather.
There you go. He's a golfer, ladies and gentlemen. He's a golfer.
Not for a while. I got to take some time off.
Mike McDaniel is going to speak to the media shortly, so we'll get long answers.
No. He's going to speak in a little time. He's not going to speak shortly.
You're correct on that. I
I think
apologize.
he answers the Tua question. No,
Yeah.
He's going to
Because
go
it's Monday.
through-
He said yesterday he'd answer it today.
he did
That's
owe
what
us
I'm
an
saying.
answer.
You know he's gonna wiggle his way out of it.
Yeah, it's possible. You think he really feels like you think the Cardinals are going to fall for that, like the gamesmanship? I don't know if he's going to start. I think they know. They're like, come on, dude. Who are you kidding?
Hey.
I'm going to dance around the topic.
Let me tell you, if I go to that stadium
Hmm?
and Uno ain't out there, look, it might be some riots.
Yo,
It might be some riots, right?
that is true.
Yeah.
Do you think the Dolphins, like, they might have to let
Fans might
know-
riot.
They might have to let fans know that he is playing. You can't play around and say that he's not going to play, and these fans don't know like 15 minutes until the game starts. Fans might turn around.
Do you think that Stephen Ross would have the you think he would go up to Tua and he goes, hey boss, what's going on? He goes, and he just goes up to him and he just goes, just misses Jalen
Hey,
Waddle so much. He goes,
Listen, I've already gotten us.
I got you, big fella.
I've already
three
gotten us
seasons.
through the first season, damn near.
What do you mean? You got 3 seasons already.
Right. I'm
What?
telling you.
Of your
You don't think it's
cartoon.
cartoonish for you to say, hey, coach? You don't think that's. Oh, my
No,
God.
it's not even a
Just
coach.
another segment in his cartoon.
Oh,
there,
my
right?
God.
You-
Like,
you know
wait,
Stephen
question.
Ross misses it.
Question.
What?
Only
You
intangibles were
don't
missing.
like.
intangibles.
Why do you think that every human being on earth that you talk about is a cartoon character? Because you would just picture somebody walking up to Steve Ross and say, "Hey, Steven." You like that's you think that's happening?
I told Leroy, I think I've kind of figured you out a little bit.
Yes.
You're a diehard sports fan with fringe fans tendencies.
Interesting.
You want your team to win, but you want an exciting game.
But you want an exciting game. You wouldn't.
Dude,
You
this-
would accept
this is not
a
fair.
loss if it's exciting. Like
This is not fair.
a
First of all,
French fan would excite.
First of all I'm doing is I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
No, you're not.
I will tell. Yeah, because we've been watching boring Dolphins football since.
But you haven't been
since-
seeing winning football until the last couple of years.
right. But also they had an identity of a team, and
Yeah,
now
but-
that has been
okay.
eradicated.
So honestly, be honest about the situation.
Be
You know
honest.
why?
Mhm.
You know why they're in shambles right now.
Doesn't make any
So
difference.
all I'm saying is, hey, let's get through this with a couple of dubs and then get back to it.
Leroy, if a tornado comes through and takes your house away, you're still sad you're homeless. Doesn't matter. Whatever the
How
reasons
is-
were, it's
wait.
nobody's fault.
Somebody chime in and tell me
It's
how
nobody's
does that
fault.
make any damn sense?
I don't have a house.
What are you talking about?
I'm sitting here. You can give me all the reasons you want. Doesn't matter. I don't have it.
Hey, that made no damn sense. Whatever.
Oh, it makes
Right
perfect
now-
sense.
Say
right
that
now-
again. Wait, say that.
right
I
now-
need to hear that again.
Right now,
Wait, say that again.
say it again. Go.
Let's just say randomly, tornado blew away your house.
Blown away.
Nobody's fault. Just an act of God.
Act of nature.
And you're like in a bad mood. I'm just like, why are you in a bad mood, Tobin? Don't have a house. Oh, you know it's nobody's fault. I know, but I don't have a house. Doesn't matter, dude.
Can I just tell you?
So I'm sitting here and I'm watching bad football.
You know what? You are talking to us like Mike McDaniel right now. Nobody knows what the hell you're trying to
He
say.
actually is.
Nobody
here.
Dude, nobody knows what the hell
You're
you're
trying to make you're trying to make some logical reason as to why I have to watch bad football every Sunday. You're like, well, you know
Are you
why
a
it's
fan? Are
happening.
you a Dolphins fan?
Yes.
Do you want them to win?
Yes.
Okay.
But
That's
they're
it.
not.
But wait.
But they're not.
No, now you're saying that.
But they're
last
not.
week we had to beg you to say I just
Because
wanna
you
win.
guys all assumed that they were going to beat the Colts, and I told you, don't assume
I didn't
that.
say that. I said, why are you more concerned with the entertainment instead of the victories?
I miss it. I miss it so much.
So, but again,
It's so much better watching the Kings than
my
the
God.
Dolphins. It's
Can
not even
somebody
close.
Because they're winning.
No, dude, it's the way they're winning, though.
No, can I please?
No, because you would not be happy at the
Your
end.
mind, dude. You've lost your mind.
I watch sports for entertainment.
No, but you're a fan of your team.
You see what I meant? You see
Your
what I
fan
meant?
wins.
You see?
Who is more?
No,
Listen,
Leroy. He just said it. He just.
I'm a fan of entertainment.
I am a fan
Clip
of
it, Vlad. Clip it.
I'm a fan of entertainment.
You're not a fan.
I don't
of
apologize for
You're
it.
not a Dolphins fan.
No, it's not true. Who was more entertaining back in the day? Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao. Doesn't matter that Floyd Mayweather was a better boxer.
No.
More pristine resume.
No,
but who was more fun to watch? Who was more fun to watch? Who was
Who
more fun to watch?
Manny
won
Pacquiao
more?
was more fun to watch.
Of course,
No.
But you
here,
still watch
You're
Floyd.
choosing two winners.
No. But
Yeah.
he's no. Wait. But not only that. But who
Who do
garnered
you want
the?
me to watch? Spider Rico?
But hold on. But
Who?
who garnered the?
That was the
more-
guy who lost to Rocky, and Rocky won.
Oh my goodness, please stop.
A real tomato can.
Dude, can I just say this?
Nah,
Why
see,
does everything always go back to Rocky?
I'm
he
telling
gets a
you,
point for Rocky.
I am going to find a cartoonist. I'm going to find a cartoonist.
You always get a point
And
for
we are
Rocky.
going to have the first show that is cartoon
No, it's absolutely true.
animated.
Agree.
We're gonna have the
That's
first
what
show
you're trying to
animated.
say.
And by the way, your Floyd and Pacquiao,
Mhm.
who still garnered the most money? Who still garnered the more?
Floyd
ratings?
did, but who's more beloved by boxing fans? I would say Manny.
Well, what boxing does that though? Boxing has villains and you just like people paid a boatload of money
Mhm.
in hopes to watching.
I like Deontay
Mayweather
Wilder more than
lose.
Klitschko, even though Klitschko has a better resume.
Klitschko's blah. Deontay has some.
They were both world champions, though.
Okay.
Yeah, but one
I'm for
guy didn't
entertainment.
lose as
Oh,
many as
okay.
the other guy.
Kind of close. Kind of close.
I mean, we all like Tyson.
of course, everybody likes Tyson. And you guess what? You could pick apart Tyson's resume left and right,
Yeah. Yeah.
but doesn't matter.
yeah.
Worth it every time.
I tell you what, the English guy, nobody liked him.
Nah.
Yeah, but you know what though? You have to win.
Right.
You do have to win.
Right.
You do have to win.
Right.
That's it. So
Well, if the
those-
Dolphins, well, that's the point. They
Nobody liked the
they
2001.
spoiled me.
Nobody liked the 2001 Ravens
no.
because they went 5 weeks without scoring a touchdown. But guess what?
Mhm.
They still talk about them because they won the chip.
That's fine. If we're talking championship, that's one thing, but we're talking about a 2-4 team.
Now, at this point, I'm saying right now, you have to learn how to let's get through it and then get
Not
back
with
to
Tua
it.
back. Tua owes me some bombs.
Let me ask you this: if they had won yesterday's game and they were 3-3,
Mhm.
but they won the game 17-16,
Would have been proud of him.
you would have been proud of
Mhm.
them? Would you still have felt the same way?
Probably.
So you would have been all right with the victory.
I would have been good with the
upset.
victory, but I've been like, ugh, that was a rough watch, though. I wouldn't have sat here and lied
I
to the
told you
people.
before the game it might be a rough
But
watch.
Tobin, how can you see something and understand that it's not going to be the same until the?
So
until
let me
Tua
ask you this.
comes
Right
back?
now, you think the Kansas City Chiefs are terrible because they're not very entertaining.
What'd you call them?
Terrible.
The Kansas what Chiefs?
City.
No, you didn't.
See, he tried. Hey,
I heard City. What did he say?
You're the greatest deflector of all
wait,
time.
do you
man.
see this? You see what he does?
Rest
Like,
in peace
no.
to the Kembe
Hey,
Mutombo, but you
hey,
are the deflector
hey,
of all
no.
time.
So, are the Kansas City Chiefs?
It's a bad example
Why?
because they're established. They're a 3-time champion.
So they can be
But
bored.
that's what we're trying to say, Tobin. Let them win so that they're winning. They're showing they could win.
But you guys aren't adults with this conversation. Like, if you had all these championships to back it up, then okay, you can go through some boredom. Because I talk to Chiefs fans. My co-host on the MMA show is a Chiefs fan. He goes, we're gonna do. They're spoiled.
But you weren't winning. You didn't win the big way. Like, you weren't winning. They were
agreed. So we should have some fun.
But they were actually questioning the way when you play these type of games, how you cannot find the ways to win. And you're doing this without. It's not like your first string quarterback's playing. It's not like your second string quarterback's playing. It's not even like your third string quarterback's playing. You're down to your fourth string quarterback.
Yep.
You cannot expect the offense to be the same. Now, do I feel like Mike McDaniel should be able to create more plays?
Yes. Consistently.
But do I expect it to be?
Who's talking out of both sides of the mouth?
No,
now?
it's not, because it's not. But do you expect it to be 30 points?
Hey,
no.
Stop trying to deflect. You're like, you just always throw that out there. No.
You would admit it's worse than you thought it would be.
No, it's exactly what I thought it's going to be.
I thought it would be better until I realized this. When I saw Mostert come back and saw how different the run game was just based on that, I was like, wow, he really is. He really does have a big impact on the success of the team.
Mike McDaniel has told reporters Tua will practice on Wednesday. It's still clear protocol, but the hope is he will play this week.
There you go. There you go. You feel better now?
Yes. Missed you, Tua, so much.
You think everybody would feel that way? Because most of the people were mad at Tua for getting hurt.
Well, no. What I was mad at was Frog Boy for putting this stupid idea into his head to run. He better never run ever again.
Why? You still want him to play football, dude.
No, not that kind of football. Not for him.
Yeah.
Not for him.
Right.
How many sprints you see Peyton Manning do? Exactly.
I don't know, because he can't turn his neck. Because his last Super Bowl he won, he couldn't throw the football.
That's fine.
Which is a whole nother conversation.
You said the key phrase there. His last Super Bowl. Kept himself safe. Take a break. Back after this. All right, let's get to a little all right. Oh no, to close things out. We were just listening to Mike McDaniel during the break. How was that for you?
We got through one question, and he could be in our cartoon too.
My all right goes to Cam Mother Bleepin' Ward, dude. This guy is incredible. I love watching him play football. I love watching the Hurricanes every single Saturday. I cannot wait for those cupcakes to come in on Saturday.
You say bring them in your own backpack.
Woo!
The
I cannot wait. Wow. Cam Ward this weekend, 319 yards, 4 touchdowns. Beat Louisville 52-45. And what was thought of as going to be one of their tough road tests. Now, a couple games back-to-back at the Rock. FSU and Duke.
Now. It wasn't easy.
It wasn't hard. I was never nervous, if that's like your question. Like even when they had the ridiculous kickoff return touchdown and then the fumble to lead to the tie, I was like, they got this. It's annoying, but I wasn't nervous. My oh no goes to Mike McDaniel.
Oh no,
because he's a liar, dude. In the midst of the comments, we'll bring the sound tomorrow, but in the midst of the comments, he said, I just told the team that Tua is not our savior. And I got to tell you, Mike, agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. You don't got to lie, man.
Can I just say this? You use that phrase with other folks. Don't use it around me. I think it's the worst phrase known to man.
What do you got, dude?
All right. My all right is going to Martinez. I'm telling you. All right. There is nothing that gets you hyped up on a football team than a player that runs like that. That sparks everybody. And I'm telling you, I told Tobin, the first thing they do on Monday or Sunday when they get in to watch film and the coach puts up the good plays, he'll run that back like 5 times.
Stop the tape.
Stop. This is what we're looking for, man. This is what we're looking for. This is the kind of effort, intensity we want everybody to bring. Everybody get hyped up. And you know, the tone has been set. So he definitely gets it because a running back appreciates and knows what that does to a team. Because they got hyped up even in the game. Right? Like, oh my god.
It was really cool.
Yeah. It was
really cool.
It was
Bro, no? Oh, I know who it's going to.
No, I'm not. I'm going to one person.
Oh.
And look, we talk about winning games ugly. We talk about taking advantage of every little opportunity you get. Okay, we need a kicker that's not going to dunk it. Because,
no.
In the regular world, it's 3 points. But for the Dolphins, that's like yen.
It's everything.
That's like 1,000,000 yen.
Yep.
Like every score is important. And we don't have time for you to find your shot. So, yeah, I give it to Jason. I'm not going to call him a fat cat. But I'm just saying, as mistakes go.
Will you call him what JFig called him? No, you can't on the radio. Never mind.
No. I mean, like, that came from nowhere.
Whew, she was heated.
That came from the heart.
Jennifer, what do you got for all right on no?
Well, my all right goes to, although I couldn't go to Taylor Swift this weekend, I was able to go to Inter Miami this weekend. It was my first time. It was my first time there, and it was wonderful. I think I'm a soccer fan now, guys.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
I thought
And
you
it was
blood. You're Latino. Like, I thought you just grew up with soccer.
we don't really watch soccer like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but it was a great game, and they hit an all-time record.
Yep, most points scored.
Most points scored, and that was just, it was great. I didn't think I was going to witness all of that when I went my first time, and obviously Messi with a hat trick. And my oh no still goes to Ticketmaster.
Oh no!
Yeah, they stink.
Oh no!
Vlad, what's your all right on no?
All right. My all right?
Yep.
My New York Yankees.
Going to the World Series.
Oh, see, you got 5 teams to pick from. Look at what we doing.
What do you mean?
I thought Jets fans were Mets fans.
Did you see, by the way, did you see the video this week of Derek Jeter just getting up disgustingly because
Poppy's flirting with Mrs. Met.
Yeah, Big Poppy was stealing Mrs. Met from Mr. Met, and Jeter had no time for the shenanigans.
Come on, no man. You
got up, walked out.
Why do you know I got to do a show with a Red Sox and I got to see the Mets mascots getting it on, flirting?
Wow, not all Hispanics watch football, Leroy.
She got the cheeks, by the way.
One John Carlos Stanton. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
You missed that, Vlad.
I know I heard that. That was pretty good.
No, he's been saying that for like years.
He's been, every time I see those mascots, I think of Tobin.
Speaking
So
of
sad.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't think I know. Go look it up.
He said, girl walking away looking like 2 rotisserie chickens.
Speaking of, by the way, happy birthday to the great Judge Judy.
What is she, 87?
Stop it.
How old is she? 82.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
you
So
don't think
weird.
a cartoon should be you don't think there should be a cartoon made about a man who wants his what do you call it? His free one?
His side piece?
No, his free one. If he can have a getaway to be Judge Judy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he wants.
Well, it was like 14 years ago. It's like 14, 82.
Oh,
67
she was
is a little
only
different.
70. What the hell? You can't say nothing about Bill Belichick.
Why not? That seems like a double standard.
No, you can't say nothing about Bill Belichick if you around here chasing around Judge Judy.
Want to put order in your court? Blue Chew. Sorry, Black. Quickly, what's your 0-0?
I know I would go Jets, but I'm actually going to go a different team. The San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, not too good.
The Kansas City Chiefs has mind control over Kyle Shanahan.
Yep.
Andy Reid is like 6-0 against him.
They don't have no players either, though.
Right.
Very banged up.
They're very banged up.
All right, that's our show, everybody. Talk to you guys tomorrow.